You are now tuned in to Go Time Dolphins with Charlie Touché and Kadeem Simmonds, the Miami Dolphins podcast that's for the fans and by the fans.
Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. I ain't wasting no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's show time. Cause it's your time. Lay it on the line when it's go time. Don't waste no time.
Miami Dolphin fans, LA Ram fans, welcome to Go Time Dolphins. I'm Kadeem Simmonds, and normally I will say I've got my host with me, Mr. Charlie Touché, and I'm still going to do that. Charlie, how are you?
It's Go Time Dolphins, the Miami Dolphins podcast that goes not only across the pond, but across the world. I'm your boy, Charlie Touché. Got my co-host, Kadeem Simmonds, with me. It's always for the fans and by the fans. Your favorite podcast, and official affiliates of Fanatics, where you could be a fanatic of your favorite franchise. And normally, we come in, say the pleasantries and everything, but something's a little bit different. We're on a DraftKings network, Kadeem. It's Monday Night Football, but for you guys across the pond, it's Tuesday morning football. Primetime episode for a primetime podcast. What's going on?
This must be the ultimate primetime podcast or the primetime episode of Go Time Dolphins. It's something which we've been discussing kind of like behind the scenes. Hey, maybe we should go live for an episode and, do a watch party and all that kind of stuff. We've done live watch parties for the draft, but we never quite got round to a watch party for a game. And the fact that that first watch party is over here at the DraftKings network is something we are gratefully appreciative for. To all the people in the comments, all the people watching live, watching after the fact. This is a dream come true, and we are, like I said, privileged to be here over on the DraftKings network.
Alrighty. Let's get to the game, though, Kadeem. Miami Dolphins is behind the 8-ball. And it's like, look, it's not a must-win game, but every game is important, bro. What the comments looking like?
So shout out to the people in the comments. Shout out to Silent Writer. He says, this is going to be amazing. Shout out to Liam. He says, can't wait for this. Love these guys. Let's go. Shout out to DraftKings in the chat, giving us a little wave. What's up, DraftKings?
Already.
IMAX says, hurry up. Robert Ashton says, don't know which I'm more nervous for, the game or this live. And then GTD asked your score predictions, and Robert Ashton said 27-24. So yeah, the Dolphins are behind the 8-ball, not by a little bit, by quite a lot. And some good news heading into the game is that friend of the podcast, Javon Holland, is active. For those who are new to this, we've got a few friend of the podcast guys who have blessed us, be it on the podcast as guests or just players we've met in person. Javon Holland was one of those players. He is active, as is Tyreek Hill. In terms of inactives, Jeff Wilson Jr., Ethan Bonner, Alec Ingold, which is a surprise, Storm Duck, Mohamed Kamara, Andrew Meyer, and D. Eskridge. Charlie, with Alec Ingold inactive, who do you think fills that spot at fullback, or is it a spot that the Dolphins can't fill?
Hold on. Austin Jackson is on IR, isn't he?
Yes, that's the big news as well. Friend of the podcast, Austin Jackson, was placed on IR this afternoon, so he misses the next 4 games. But they reckon it is not a season-ending injury.
So not only is friend of the podcast Austin Jackson on IR, Alec Ingold isn't playing. We do get, I want to say friend of the podcast so much when I say River Craycraft or Craycraft 400, but he's not a friend of the podcast yet. So we do get Craycraft back, and we get friend of the podcast Javon Holland back. Bro, it's like sweet and sour at the same time, bro. Like, I never understood the concept until now. Like, oh yeah, it's sweet that we get these guys back, and it's sour that we lose more guys. So you ask who's going to replace Alec Ingold? Everybody has to step up for everybody, bro. Because I think the bigger hole is going to be right tackle, which is Tua's blind side, and the whole world knows, Tua has to get that ball out fast and can't sit back there and hold the ball and play around in the pocket. So I used to know what we were going to get. When you looked at this game on the schedule before, it's like I know what we're going to get. We're going to show up. I like this as a W. I don't like it that much more anymore, Kadeem, as a W. So now I'm just watching as like, yo, let's see what we get. You there, Kadeem? If my dog lost the internet?
No, it's a bit choppy, but that's just hopefully it's something that fixes itself. It's one of those things which it had to be tonight, didn't it? It had to be tonight that the internet wants to mess around. I have a new internet provider arriving on Tuesday, a day too late for the stream, but the stream will go ahead without me, whether we like it or not. So yeah, this is shout out to some bots in the comments. Shout out to Cap for Life, just arrived saying 10 minutes, gentlemen. And iMac says, what's up, Kadeem, Charlie, and chat. Charlie, new and old watchers of Go Time Dolphins will notice the background, loving it. For those, I guess not so much listening on the audio version, but describe what your current background is for those who maybe have one eye on the national anthem which are playing at the moment.
Not gonna lie, Kadeem. Special occasions get special treatment. You feel me? Like DraftKings hit us and say, "Hey, what's up? Come to the stream." And we're like, "Already." So we had to step it up a little bit. We got the Hard Rock Stadium behind us in the background. It's a backdrop. When I tell you this thing was a little difficult, just know the boy kind of went through it trying to do this. So if it collapsed mid-episode, it's only right on GTD. You feel me? But we had some hurdles to overcome on Go Time Dolphins before this game tonight. Look at Tua with the hoodie, man. Tua got the little thermal hoodie going on. I guess it's a little nippy out there.
Yeah, we didn't do the temperature Fahrenheit over on the preview episode. Shout out to Lee, 5 Yard Lee. He said it's his go time, gents. And then shout out to Cap. He said, you guys streaming the game. We are not streaming the game. We are just here to keep you company. Basically we'll be here for the entire game, but no, we are not streaming the game. But Cap is true. We got to win this game. The margin for error no longer exists for the Dolphins to stand any chance of making the playoffs. They need to win today. I've seen people say online that do not be surprised if the Dolphins lose and then some of the veteran players end up getting season-ending surgery on injuries which they probably would have played through at the very least. So yeah, what do you reckon, Charlie? Do you reckon if it's a loss today, you might see some players basically choose to get surgery now, choose to get any procedures done early?
Not until we're mathematically eliminated, bro. When we're mathematically out of it, that's when you're gonna see that. Chris Greer, Mike McDaniel, Coach McDrip, they're not on that, and I don't think we should. I don't think we should be on that. Like, yo, when it's time, and it's not time right now. If you can sneak into the dance, you can sneak into the dance, and if you can't, then that's something to talk about. I'm really hoping we don't have to talk about that for another few weeks, honestly.
Yeah, definitely. Cap is giving us a 5-minute warning. And as we mentioned earlier, we are live over on the DraftKings network. So shout out to DraftKings. And here is a very, very, very short video from our sponsors, for our host for the evenings over at DraftKings.
Gotta love it.
I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that way too much. So once again, shout out to DraftKings for hosting us tonight. Charlie, what is your score prediction for the game?
I got Miami 27-24. Like this is a playoff feeling. You got games that you gotta find ways to win, and this is gonna be one of them, bro. Jason Sanders redeems himself.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think I had a very, very similar scoreline. I think I had 27-24 or 27-23, and like the last touchdown from the Rams kind of like coming right at the end, but too little, too late. So no, listen, the Dolphins, so many players have said it, they're in playoff mode now. It's like basically win or go home. It's great having Tyreek Hill out there, great having Fender Podcar, Javon Holland, great having Zach Sealer back. it's a real shame to not have friend of the podcast, Austin Jackson, over there at right tackle, but it's next man up. It's and if there's ever a time for next man up, it kind of has to be tonight. Who do you reckon does get the start at right tackle? Patrick Paul or Kendall Lamm?
I think it's gonna be Patrick Paul, bro.
Really?
And I don't like it. I don't like Patrick Paul being a developmental left tackle playing right tackle. You know what I'm saying? He's developmental. He's not even developed at left tackle, but we're going to put him at right tackle. So I hope it's not Patrick Paul. Actually, I'm not going to say what I hope. I just hope whoever it is protects Tua. Kick is up. Raheem Mostert gets the kickoff, fills the kickoff, touchback. Here comes QB1. Oos is in the building.
So the Dolphins don't have the best record prime time, and I think Tua's like 0-5 for prime time. Or no, that can't be true because he beat the Steelers on my birthday last season. No, the season before.
2 seasons ago.
Yeah, so he definitely won at least one primetime game, but the Dolphins don't have the best record primetime. So I guess I'm kind of playing like the color commentary role on this game. Charlie kind of like the lead commentator. I'm just here to be the interesting sounding guy from the UK, if that's okay with you, Charlie.
Malik Washington in motion, fake the H-hand, Waddle over the middle. That's how you get the game started. About a 14-yard gain already, bro. And you just like to feel we're going no huddle, keep it tempo already. Just tempo feels better. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like we're behind on the 8 ball. So why not be behind on the 8 ball from snap one? I like it, bro.
It's really interesting, like just watching the replay back on that pass to Waddle. Not to say he could have taken it to the house because he probably couldn't, but I feel like he could have kept on running forward. Listen, again is again. I'm not trying to take anything away from that, but it felt like again there was a few yards left on that play. But listen, it's nice to see Jalen Waddle getting a touch early.
Yeah, so we got a fake toss to H-hand to the left. Tua scans the field for looked like he was looking for somebody across the middle, wasn't there. Then ended up throwing the little check down to H-hand, went for negative yards.
Yeah, that play obviously isn't fortunate, I guess. But the Dolphins and Tua since coming back, he's really been going through his progressions, going through his reads. It's basically kept the Dolphins in some of these games and losing to last second field goals. Again, not ideal, but definitely seen some progression from Tua since he's returned from injury.
Hey, fact check, stat check. Look at H-hand on the screen. 2-yard gain. I think that is Patrick Paul out there at right tackle. If I just put my eyes on it. Hey, look at the Chiefs record for me, Kadeem, if you can. Not just their record, but like all their games this year and the scores, if you can.
So say that again, sorry.
The Chiefs 9 games this year so far. If you could look them up, please, and the scores of those games.
Okay, bear with me 2 secs.
Yep, 3rd and 13 behind the sticks, 4 wide, 3 wide. Who's that? Jonnu Smith in the little flex roll. Check 2 scrambles. He's getting up out of there. Throw the ball, please. Good deal. Good deal. Let's go. Waddle getting jiggy. We thought this was going to happen because Tyreek Hill was on the injury report questionable with a hand injury. And I'm like, yo, right now is the wrong time for a hand injury to be happening to Tyreek Hill while we need these wins. And if I'm being real with you, that route that Tyreek just ran was a clear out route. And he just cleared it out for Waddle. And I don't love that he cleared it out for Waddle because that might say something about himself. But it looks like Waddle's going to have over 80 yards receiving this game. If I'm just like, he might have like 40 already if I'm being real with you. 55 yards, Waddle. Malik Washington, Touché's 24, Malik Washington, touchdown already.
That is a great opening drive for the Miami touchdowns. Shout out to 5-yard lead for the graphic. The Dolphins take obviously to get the extra point, a 7-point lead against the Rams. Charlie, what did you like about that opening drive?
Bro, I was just saying it. Tyreek ran a clear out route for Waddle, And I think you're going to get a lot of decoy from Tyreek this game. If we're just going off the first drive, look like Tyreek cleared it out for Waddle. Waddle already got 55 yards receiving. Touché's 24, Malik Washington on the reverse. Bruh, this is what we need, bro. And matter of fact, now we need that stop. If we could go up 2 scores early and then control the rest of the game, bro, I would love that.
Shout out to Robert Ashton, says touchdown, as does IMAX touchdown Miami. And apologies for my quick disappearance there. Again, Charlie, like I said, it had to be the episode of DraftKings where my internet wants to mess around. But also, as I said, the show will go on regardless of me. So, yeah, if you see me disappear for a few seconds, it's me trying to sort the things out. But no, yeah, great opening drive. And yeah, Malik Washington, it's interesting seeing Patrick Paul. Like, once Malik Washington was gone, he was there in the back, touchdown. Tua, 4 for 4 on completions on that drive. Yeah, you couldn't really ask for a better drive, even when they were behind the sticks. Still found a way to get that first down and cap the drive off with a touchdown.
Bro, when the Dolphins used to be behind the sticks before Adam Gase era, it was already a wrap. 3rd and 7, that's a wrap. We're not converting this. We're already just driving it. We're just going to run it up the middle. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll punt it. That's with the Adam Gase era. 2nd and 6. Man, we're already behind the sticks. You feel me? So Mike McDaniel, on the other hand, 3rd and 13, y'all boys might get hit for a touchdown.
Let me take it again.
What you got, Kadeem?
Hope so. Hope I'm still here. Am I still here?
Yeah. You good.
Yeah, cool. So just getting something from 5 Yard Lee. I missed that question.
No, I didn't say a question. I was just telling everybody how in the Adam Gase era, 3rd and 13 was running up the middle for 2 yards and punt. Like, that's what it was. With Coach McDaniel, bro, that ball could go to the house, and you might go for it on 4th down. Like, Coach is legit. I like it.
Yeah, definitely. We mentioned very briefly who would be the starter at right tackle. It's been Patrick Paul. Again, a very good drive. Couldn't really see much, but that's probably a real confidence boost for him as well. What do you reckon?
Yeah, bro. If your quarterback doesn't get hit and you score a touchdown on your first drive playing the position you don't play, yeah, of course that's good for Patrick Paul.
The upgrade will be done very, very shortly. That's what my internet is causing at the moment. So bear with me while I try.
You said upgrade? What upgrade?
The scoreboard, it still says
update.
Sorry, update, yeah. Robert Ashton says, don't think we'll see much running through the middle today. That looks like the Rams' strength. What do you reckon, Charlie?
Say that again.
Robert Ashton says, don't think we will see much running through the middle today. That looks like the Rams' strength.
Yeah, but you had a question. I heard the comment, but I thought you hit me with a question after that.
Yeah, just look. Do you think the Dolphins will try to avoid running through the middle, or do you do have to test that? Like, hey, there might be.
You gotta put your foot in the water, test out that temperature. Let's see what we got. You got to. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to throw the ball 60 times. The average NFL team has 68 plays, 66 plays a game. You're not going to throw it 66 times. So we're gonna have to test them out and see what we get. Especially if we get a lead, we're gonna have to be able to run the ball. You run the ball to win games. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to run it. I don't know how much we're going to run it up the middle, but let's see what Kyron Williams does. Play action from Stafford, screen pass to Kyron. Zach Sealer, like, yo, look at me. I got 2 eyes now with my visor, by the way. So, yeah. Was that a loss or what? Like 6?
Double checking. Yeah, he went nowhere quickly, down on the 20-yard line. So, yeah, 6 or 10 at the very least. Live streams are fun. Shout out to
Zach Sealer with the visor, though. I like that.
Yeah. Did you see what he said about basically what his wife said?
Nah, what did his wife say?
You're wearing that visor for the rest of your career. Like, there's no two ways about it.
What did he say? What did he say about what his wife said?
Yeah, like, you're right. Like, he also said, he has no idea what happened. He just kind of, practice. Next thing you knew, he was on the back on his back. Sorry, I was certain couldn't really see much, and yeah, again, not ideal. But good to see him back out there. He was missed obviously you saw the play he made. So yeah, greatly missed. Good to see him back.
Smoke visor. He got the smoke visor. It was smoke like 5% tint. Well, it's not really 5%, but it's tinted for sure. I like it.
Yeah. The scoreboard is updated. Shout out to our graphics team working well late into Tuesday morning. It is 1:25, but it is a full production over here at Go Time Dolphins.
Shout out already. Appreciate y'all already. We already know what time it is. Hey, Kadeem, any fantasy implications on this game for you? Because this is the last game of the week. What kind of fantasy implications we got? Fourth and three, by the way, Rams lining up the punt. Gotta love that stop getting off the field.
I am down 8 points because Jared Goff wants to throw a bag of interceptions. Yo, like, it's Charlie. It hurts so much as well. Like, I woke up, I was just like, yo, I'm down 8 points because he threw 5 interceptions. My opponent has Kyron Williams. I have Tyreek Hill, so I need Tyreek Hill to go up basically, for the Dolphin defense to stop Kyron Williams.
Let's set the stage one more time. What's your record? So, while you look for the record, Kadeem is down 8 points. His opponent has Kyron Williams, and he has Tyreek Hill. In the comments, is Kadeem going to win this week? Tyreek Hill for Kadeem, Kyron Williams for his opponent, and Kadeem is down 8 points.
So I am 5-4. I am playing the leader, Ray Bottomley. Shout out to Ray. Met him at the Dolphins watch party in the UK. I did lose last week to Robert Ashton. I will mention it. I took an L. It is what it is. So I am now 5-4, and I need to win to stay above 500. 6-4 should be good. Just Charlie, how do I'm going to lose because how do you throw 5 interceptions in a game and yet still win? I don't get it.
That's not cool. Oh, you know why? That's because the other team had like 4 turnovers too. That's you see how that worked? The turnover differential, and turns out they lost the turnover battle, and I guess that's in that little, was that 18% chance of winning if you lose the turnover battle. I think the percentage is 82% of teams that win the turnover battle wins games, and there goes the Lions for pulling that off. I got this last little playoff push in my fantasy league, and my opponent, shout out to Too Much Sauce. His team name is Too Much Sauce. I like to call him Not Enough Sauce, but he has Jonnu Smith and Jalen Waddle. I got A-Chan and Cooper Kupp. I'm up 11 points. So I'm going to say that one more time. I'm up 11 points. I got A-Chan and Cooper Kupp, and he has Waddle and Jonnu Smith. Waddle already has 55 yards receiving and 2 receptions. Tyreek is hurt, and I think Tyreek is going to be a decoy all game, bro. I hope I pull this off, bro. This is for the playoffs.
I kind of need Tyreek Hill to not be a decoy and to get some yards. I need him to get some yards, a touchdown. Can I get 100 yards in a touchdown?
We're about to find out. 8-10 in motion. We got 5 wide, empty backfield. Let's see what Tua got. Scans the field, steps back, quick release. Ooh, 1 hopper to Jalen Waddle. Another target, by the way, to Jalen Waddle, if you're taking notes. That kind of tells you everything you need to know. I just need Jalen Waddle to carry us home, get this W for the Dolphins, but then not beat me down in fantasy if that's possible.
Yeah. Do you reckon it's anything in Jalen Waddle being underused so far this season? And we mentioned it a few times on the podcast how, Tyreek Hill and Tua are great friends, and Tua going, "Hey, I've got you next week."
Jonnu Smith not looking for the ball, incomplete pass, 2 incomplete passes in a row, 3rd and 10. You know what that means? Money down, we might get this first just because we thrive on 3rd and long. Waddle already has 3 targets. I thought it was 4, but Waddle has 3 targets already. I don't think Tyreek has a target yet.
So
there,
just
Kadeem?
watching. Yeah. So just watching the incomplete pass to Johnny Smith wasn't the best pass either. Sorry about that. Yeah, just
Empty
Johnny Smith never.
backfield, 5 split. Tyreek in motion, 2 steps back, scrambles, those across the middle, too high, tip twice, almost picked off. We're punting.
Yeah, not the best. Not the best second drive for the Dolphins after a really good first drive. That drive kind of just never got started, let alone anything. Yeah, that's
Eichenberg going through it on that line. I ain't gonna lie to you. Tua having to extend the play, move around the pocket a lot. I don't like it. I'm sure Tua don't like it either. The line needs help. Line's in trouble.
again, to be fair, that's a straight bull rush from Liam Eichenberg. I was gonna, I guess, give credit to Eichenberg for redirecting the defensive lineman away from Tua, but yeah, like I was gonna say, how much of a miss is it not having Austin Jackson out there? But that wasn't even a like 2-on-1. That was just straight. You have to win your 1-on-1 matchups.
But that was still Eichenberg just got bullied just now. That's all.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
That's unfortunate, but let's see what the flag is. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense, on the kicking team. 15 free yards. Gotta love the free yardage.
It's annoying as well because I guess since Tua came back, the penalties kind of decreased quite a lot considering where they were when he was out with a concussion. And yet, again, you have an amazing first drive, you get a stop on defense, and then you produce that on your second drive, and then you have a flag to compound things. So, yeah, Dolphins are up 7 against the Rams. I guess the perfect start, given the way the Dolphins drove down the field and ended it with a Malik Washington touchdown. If you are new here and you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to Go Time Dolphins. If you are watching on the Go Time Dolphins YouTube channel, I would be greatly appreciated if you also join us on the DraftKings network on DraftKings.com, YouTube.com/DraftKings. You should see us there on their homepage with the live stream. And yeah, shout out to everyone who has joined us so far: Robert Ashton, IMAX, Manolo Rivera, DraftKings are here as well. Silent Writer, Cap for Life, Lee Whittington. Shout out to all you guys, and I look forward to having more people in the near future.
Hey, hit us with that DraftKings drop again.
I kind of want like a drop sound as well, like a boom, and then
I got it down.
So here is that DraftKings drop once again.
Miami's up 7-0. Rams getting the ball back. It would be nice to see another stop though, because I don't want the Rams within one possession, defense back on the field again. Were you ever able to find out that the Chiefs get those Chiefs games up for us?
Yeah. So was it Kansas City who they got left to play this season?
No, it was the scores of their last 9 games or their first 9 games.
Yeah. So Kansas City going back to
week 1.
That's a 27-20 win over the Ravens. They lost to the Bengals 26-25, 22-17.
Hold on. They didn't lose to the Bengals. That must have been
preseason. They won. 26-25. Lost
to
beat the Falcons 22-17, beat the Chargers 17-10, beat the Saints 26-13, beat the 49ers 28-18, beat the Raiders 27-20, beat the Bucks 30-24, and then on Sunday beat the Broncos 16-14.
All right, so Kyron Williams gets stuffed in the backfield for a loss. I kind of got lost in there, Kadeem. How many games were won by 7 points or less for the Chiefs? Was that like 6 of them?
Sound like all of them.
I don't know if it was all of them, but it was more than 6. It sounded like 6 or more.
Yeah, bear me 2 seconds. Fact checking is a bit difficult.
2nd and 9. I said it was a loss. They got 1 yard on that. Didn't look like it.
I see to Saints.
Let's go! I thought it looked like an opportunity for a pick, bro. It looked like it could have been a pick 6 too. My bad, bro.
No, not at all. I think that's the one thing the Dolphins need to do. Like, I can't imagine how low they are down on the turnovers, and that's, to be fair, shout out to that Puka Nakua for basically making sure that ball does not go the other way.
Calais Campbell with the tip.
Cap says good pressure, and yeah, it was. Yeah,
39.
Kendall. Again, Calais Campbell been an absolute dog since joining. If you want to talk us through the 3rd and 9 call?
Hey, 39 behind the sticks. Chop Robinson gets a sack. Is that his first?
No, it's his
sack
second.
in the NFL? Second?
No, his first was against Josh Allen, and then they got him on the next play for the full start.
Clown. I was about to call dog a clown, but hey, that really hurt us too, bro. Defense showed up. Calais Campbell getting held. Chop Robinson in the backfield, bro. Dolphins getting the ball back. 4th and 19, bro. Listen, the reason why I brought that up as I talked through this punt, nice little hang time on it. Not really returnable. He's returning it anyway. Malik Washington getting jiggy. Down at the 15-yard line. Late on the face mask. But the reason why I brought that up, Kadeem, about the Chiefs, how many games have Chop got his own celebration. Chop Robinson got his own celebration, and the whole D-line gets in on it. Listen, the reason why I brought it up about the Chiefs, Kadeem, and if we could get some facts, I think it's 6 games by 7 or less points they won. They won 9 games, 6 by 7 or less points. Remember last year, Kadeem, when everybody was like, "Oh, the Dolphins aren't really that good." If you look at the games they're winning, they barely win. And I'm like, yo, good teams find a way to win close games. That is the staple of a good team. Like, you find a way to win. Bad teams find a way to lose. If you look at the Dolphins, we lost by what? 2 walk-off field goals the past 2 weeks?
Yep, pretty much.
Two walk-off field goals, bro. Good teams find a way to win those games. Then, let alone, we shouldn't have lost against Seattle or Indianapolis. You know what I'm saying? So if you just take those four games, turn them into 4 wins, it's a whole different team you're looking at, a whole different ball game. So you got to find a way to win those close games, bro. And you're not going to hear no one say anything about KC winning close games and calling them fake. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you got to win those games. And we were winning them. And everyone at the time was like, oh, no, they're not really. Nah, bro. A win is a win. And you are what your record says you are. And our record says we're not that good of a team. And so does the play when you lose by 2 walk-off field goals in the past 2 weeks. So we're not that good of a team, but we got to find a way to get back on the horse.
Shout out to Simon Myers from the Dolphin UK podcast, a podcast that you co-host with 5 Yard Lee. He says sack, and Cap for Life said nice stunt move. That was really interesting. I had this conversation over the weekend where people were, and again, everyone's entitled to their opinion, saying that they wanted more from Chop Robinson because he only had 1 sack so far. And I went and looked at Jared Verse, who people say is the best defensive end who came out of the draft last year, and potential defensive rookie of the year. How many sacks do you think he has on the season so far, Charlie?
I'm going to say 2.
3.5.
3.5.
Leitu Latu of the Colts, another one who's up there, potential defensive rookie of the year contender. How many sacks do you think he has on the season?
Inside, I'm going to say 2 again.
2. And it's like Robinson has 1, been, closed quite a few times, got another one on prime time. I had to remind them, this is the exact same thing they said about Jalen Phillips. And I said, if Chop Robinson is able to have stay healthy and keep on improving, he can have a great NFL career.
Smythe in motion, pitch to H-Hand, 3.5-yard gain. Kittle Lumb's helmet comes off. I like what we're doing, bro. I like what we're doing. It's hard to keep the offensive line dominant when this is not your dominant guys, bro. But I hear you loud and clear, Kadeem. And I'm like, yo, it's the first 5 games of this kid's career, bro. His career, Craig. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to my dogs. I ain't gonna put them on blast on DraftKings. You know what I'm saying? But y'all boys is like,
y'all boys like, hey, it's DraftKings. Listen, anyone can get that smoke.
What Christian Wilkins doing? I'm like, yo, Christian Wilkins is on like historically the worst team in the league. Achane with the pitch, nowhere to run, no gain. Takes us the third and about 7, 3rd and 6. But yeah, man, everybody was at Christian Wilkins Dome, and we were like, yo, we only won 5 games that year. You know what I'm saying? And then Jalen Phillips comes out. First game of Jalen Phillips' career. Hey, what did Jalen Phillips do? He got it. I need to see more from him. Like, bro, it's his first game. You know what I'm saying? Chop Robinson, 9 games in, looks like he's just now turning the corner. I ain't gonna lie. He looks more like I see something here. And that's just now coming. So yeah, it takes a little bit, bro. And plus, who's he gonna start over? Jalen Phillips? You gonna start Chop Robinson over Jalen Phillips? Because we had Jalen Phillips. You feel me? Agba's doing friend of the podcast, Emmanuel Agba. Oh, Mosa with the first down. Look, bro, I'm no longer worried about third and anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Third and anything, I'm comfortable with the Dolphins right now.
I would say 3rd and 1. The Dolphins do kind of have trouble converting 3rd and 1, but
I was gonna tell you that I'm more nervous about short, 3rd and short than I am 3rd and long, bro.
100%. But yeah, nice little. And again, to going through progressions, everyone had cleared out underneath. So Raheem Mostert, easy first down conversion.
Not gonna lie, Mostert got these white and aqua cleats, and with some gold on the bottom, them things is busting. Shout out to rookie Jalen Wright in the backfield. Let's say I bet he gets a touch.
I bet it's a run.
Yeah, it's a run to Jalen Phillips. Lost to 2 yards. Shout out to everyone who said Jalen Wright. My bad. Shout out to everyone who said Jalen Wright need to get more touches. But my dog Kadeem Simmonds was like, "Yo, it's more predictable when Jalen Wright's in the game because we don't pass the ball when Jalen Wright's in the game. We only run it, and we usually run it to him. So maybe people are catching up to it."
Also, and again, not to he's having a.
I feel like he could have cut that back, but
I was just about to say that. Again, I had this conversation where people want to get rid of Raheem Mostert. Raheem Mostert's like, hey, I'm running forward. Like again, I've still got the replay on. There's nothing to the left. Like Jalen or a more veteran savvy running back.
Be a little bit more patient.
Yeah, like I understand the read is to the left, but the hole is to the right. But it's what it is.
2nd and 13, Odell Beckham Jr. is on the board with his first catch of the game. 3rd and 8, I feel comfortable. I'm just saying. 3rd and long, I'm comfortable again, bro. Like, let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. You ever play roulette, Kadeem?
No, like I don't gamble. I don't mess about that kind of stuff. Like I don't play roulette. Don't play Russian roulette. Anything with the word roulette in? Nah, I'm good, thank you.
3rd and 8, 3, 2, 1, almost a delay of game. Get the snap off, Tua drops back, scrambles a little bit, tip pass. We do not convert. Look like we got a game on our hands, Kadeem. It's not going to be what we hope.
And again, long-term listeners of Go Time Dolphins know I am more open to giving the defense excuses, even when they don't always deserve them. And the defense has done a great job of basically, not getting turnovers, but stopping the Rams' offense. That isn't going to last all game. The Dolphins' offense also needs to drive down the field, opening play, absolutely spectacular. Like I'm not going to knock them for that, but let's turn some of these 3 and outs from the Dolphins' defense into at least a field goal. Go up 2 scores.
Yeah, I hear you, Kadeem. It's easier said than done. The other team gets paid. The other team gets paid too.
Yeah, 100%. And again, that's not me trying to say, the Rams defense is paid to make stops. It's paid to get, the Dolphins is a 2nd and long, 3rd and long. So, always give credit there. It's just that, if the Dolphins offense can find a way to at least get into field goal range, try and get an early score, or try and make it a 2-game score before the Rams offense basically wakes up. But listen, shout out to the Dolphins defense, and to be fair to the Rams defense as well. After that opening drive, shout out to them as well. Robert Ashton points out, punt out of play again. Yeah, Jake Bailey chose a bad night to, forget how
A
to
bad night to have a bad night.
100%.
Stafford on the run. Gets the ball off. Tutu Atwell comes up with about a 7-yard gain. Man, bro, I don't love it. Because Stafford is Stafford, bro. Stafford is gonna eventually find his footing and say, you know what, I'm at Stafford, and here comes the no looks. You know what I'm saying? So second and 4, 6-yard gain for Tutu Atwell. Let's see if the Rams are able to put something together. Hopefully not. Chop Robinson coming off the left edge. Okay, here we go. Counter. Play action. Holding on Chop Robinson. They didn't call it. Check down to Blake Corum. First down, Rams. While Chop Robinson was getting help at the top.
Yeah, you aren't getting that. That's just a play the Dolphins aren't gonna get. But what can you do? At least that was a solid tackle from friend of the podcast, Javon Holland, who unfortunately slipped on the previous play. This is probably what the Rams want, a few first downs, try and put some points on the board while the first quarter is still playing. I guess going around the league. Actually, no, we'll do the play first. What you got for me, Charlie? You're on mute.
Looked like an inside give to Kyron. Blake Corum. Gain of 5.
Got the replay on now. And yeah, not the worst run defense, but yeah, again, the Rams started to find some momentum. If the Dolphins can stop them from putting points on the board, great. But next time the Dolphins do get the ball, let's try and sustain a long drive.
2nd and 5 in between the 40. Look for San Fran. Look for the Rams to chop this thing up, to go deep. It's pretty soon. Corum with the handoff, another 4 or 5 yard gain, but it's a flag now. We're gonna see what happens. It looked like it's a holding against the Rams. But yeah, look for these boys to go over the top and test this out in between the 40s. That's where you want to do something like that.
Shout out to Joe Levesque, says what's up, Go Time and Cap. Joe, quick question. Where are you watching the game? You watching it, or were you watching the stream? Sorry, are you watching it on Go Time Dolphins or DraftKings? And probably the only time I'm ever going to say that, if watching it on Go Time Dolphins, head on over to DraftKings, drop a like on the video, drop a comment. Let's get these numbers up over on the DraftKings network. Probably the only time I'm going to say that. Shout out to Big LB. And I'm reading that, I'm like, Big LB free. Shout out to LB. Like, if it's LB, then fair enough. Shout out to LB. Yeah, shout out to Joe Levesque as well.
So we take the Rams back 5 yards, 2nd and 10, and then he still handed off to Blake Corum. Blake Corum gets like 3 yards, 3rd and 7. Hey, LB, in the comments, let everybody know what your fantasy football record is in the league. We got a game time league and a go time league. LB, what's your record? Let's see if you could bless the chat real quick and tell everybody what your record is.
Anyone in the chat, how you doing on fantasy football so far this season? I'm for rookie, I'm not doing too bad. Let's just leave it at that, as the Rams are 3rd and 7 with
3rd and 7. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stafford backs the pass. Picked off. Let's go.
I've got the replay on now. So, yep. I'll say replay on now. I am still about a good 10 seconds behind you, Charlie. Yep, 3. Stafford. Who was that?
Jr.
Listen, the Dolphins defense, I needed to get some interception, some turnovers. Robert Ashton, yep, interception. LB says I'm 8-1, soon to be 9-1. I don't believe him. I ain't trying to see 8-1, 9-1. I know we'll be, but if you're 8-1, fair play. Anyone in your league have both Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase?
So this interception, real quick, he got his hands underneath the ball. He was trying to do the Cam Ward celebration, but he's too big, like he's like a linebacker, so he was going like this. But that was definitely a catch. Offense back on the field. Malik Washington, Touché 24, in motion. Pitch to Achan. Let's go. Get jiggy. Spin move. 12-yard gain, keep pushing. 14-yard gain, fall forward, baby. Let's go, bro. Hey, ain't nobody think about season-ending injuries, bro. Like, we out here, bro. We trying to get this W. 2-6 Miami Dolphins versus the 4-4 Rams. Rams are in a division where everybody is still in it. I cannot believe the Dolphins are 2-6. That's crazy, Kadeem.
Yeah, especially when there's a valid argument the Dolphins should be at the very least 4-4. But like you said earlier, good teams find a way to win and bad teams find a way to lose. Yeah, LB says I got Chase and Lamar. My fantasy team won on Thursday, so fair play to you.
Yeah, he got Lamar Jackson and Chase. I think Lamar put up 38 and Chase put up like what, 50, 55, 44?
55, I think.
Something crazy. So yeah, that game was over early. Oh, yeah. But anyway, that's who's in first place in our league. Chop Robinson with the celebration. We're going to commercial break, but we're not going to commercial break here on Go Time Dolphins.
Not at all. Although a bit of water break might not kill no one, but yeah, end of the first quarter.
What?
Yeah, water. Yeah, end of the first quarter. Dolphins up 7. Listen, what do you make of that opening first quarter from the Dolphins, Charlie?
Hey, since we got a commercial break, tell the people where you're from, Kadeem, because you got a little accent.
Yeah, if you've got the accent through the really, really bad internet signal, I am across the pond. I am in the UK. I am in London, England. It is 1:52 a.m. in the morning. So as we say over here on Go Time Dolphins and our UK NFL fans, we do not have Monday Night Football. We have Tuesday morning football. So shout out to everyone in the UK watching and has work in the morning. Charlie, I am off tomorrow because there was no way I was doing this live stream and going to work. It was impossible. But I'm also getting a new internet connection because I'm sick and tired of doing a podcast and having bad internet. So unfortunately, it didn't come a day earlier. But yeah, that's a bit going on behind the scenes over here in the UK and in London. I guess I will have the question back to you, Charlie. For anyone who doesn't know, where are you from? Where are you based? Where did you grow up?
If you see the background behind me right now, it is a background of, for sure, it is a background of Hard Rock Stadium. I'm kind of like sitting on the field. You feel me? And I grew up, Kadeem. Matter of fact, Kadeem, you've seen my old house. I grew up 2 streets literally away from Hard Rock Stadium. Hard Rock Stadium is on 27th Avenue. I lived on 29th Avenue. We were able to sit on the roof of my house and look at the Jumbotron of then Joe Robbie Stadium. And that's how I used to watch the Dolphin games growing up as a kid. And it's just Miami through and through. I'm a Hurricane fan, Dolphin fan, Miami Heat fan. Florida Panthers got a ring. Bruh, I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? So now, man, met Kadeem in London at the Saints Dolphin game the day before the game. As we get back to live, maybe we'll talk about that during halftime, Kadeem.
I agree. Shout out to Joe Levesque says, I'm in Western GA, due west of ATL, Atlanta by west of Palm Beach, Florida. I've been up for 2 years now. Shout out to Joe Levesque, always blessing us with comments over on Go Time Dolphins. And we are today live on the DraftKings network as well as the second quarter is about to get underway. Charlie, what you got for me?
Jalen Wright in the game. Jalen Wright gets the touch. Pitch to him with Xavier Howard's old number, 7-yard gain.
So I've got the replay up now.
3rd and 2.
And yeah, like I said over on the Same Old Dolphin show, shout out to the guys over there. And yeah, I've said on social media as well. If Jalen Wright is in the game, it's probably going to be a 1. If I can see that from over here in London, NFL defenses can figure out as well. So that is why you aren't seeing Jalen Wright basically overtake Raheem Mostert as running back number 2, basically.
32, empty backfield, Tua scans the field. Jalen Waddle! What was that? On target. It looked like it hit Jalen Waddle, but Jalen Waddle turns around and says, the lights was in my eyes and I couldn't see it. Let's see what happens on this replay, bro. What is going on here? Oh, a fake. Oh, hit him in the hands, of course. All right, so Tyreek Hill runs a high-low route, puts the safety, the linebacker, and the corner in conflict. They bite on Tyreek, and Waddle drops a pass, hits him in the hands. Dude was wide open, nobody within 8 yards of him. Jason Sanders scores the field goal. Dolphins go up 10.
Yeah, there's always honesty over on Go Time Dolphins, and it's it's beyond a joke now that Jalen Waddle had drop issues. Like, listen, he's been paid, so congratulations. But I think you said, Charlie, for Christmas we might need to get some jug machines for Jalen Waddle in his house because, listen, he isn't getting as many targets as he would like. Completely understand that. But if you're a coach, if you're the Dolphins and you see situations like that, it's like, well, this is a key third down. You catch that, it's first down. We continue driving, and I've had to settle for 3 because he's got drops. LB says Waddle needs to work on his hands, and Joe Levesque says, okay, good to get points off an interception. And yeah, it's good, but we could be looking at a 14-point game right now.
14 points is better than 10. That's the last time I look at this. Bam! Hit him in the hands, hit him in the shoulder pad. I don't see no. Listen, from where I'm sitting, bro, I think he had that. I think he had that ready to go. That excuse, like, yo, I'm gonna have to use this one that I got in the tuck. You can't use that all the time, though.
He saw what happened for the Cowboys yesterday. That's I don't even expect that from rookies. Like, because if there is a rookie, that's Jalen, man. Like, listen. So far, we haven't seen much of Tyreek Hill. How much longer do you think he's going to be a diversion, Charlie?
The entire game. I think he legitimately has a wrist injury. For those who don't know, Tyreek Hill was on an injury report with a wrist injury, and his agent came out, Drew Rosenhaus, and said he's going to try to play through it for as long as he can, and also said, I don't remember what else he said, but yeah. So that tells me it's pretty significant, Kadeem. Like, you could tell he's obviously a decoy during this game. Stafford rolls out. Cooper Kupp gets a 7-yard reception. Charlie Touché's fantasy team gets 1.7 points. My bad. But Tyreek Hill with the wrist injury, I think it's legit, though, and I don't like it. And I'm concerned. I ain't gonna lie. Panic meter Monday, that panic meter Monday that we do, my panic meter went up to 6, and we haven't even played this game yet. And we might even walk out with a win. But when Austin Jackson goes, friend of the podcast, Austin Jackson goes to injury reserve, and your number one receiver and Tyreek Hill. Matter of fact, let me take this trade off. I had a trade active for Tyreek Hill in fantasy. Let me end it right now. Hold up. Hold on. Let me go cancel it. Hold up. Let me go cancel this trade.
Shout out to Lane. He says, "What's up, fellas? How's it going?" And yeah, I was going to mention this. So Joe Levesque says they were saying for many were detained at the Rock before the game earlier this year. It basically like aggravated a wrist injury and potential torn ligaments in his wrist. So again, not ideal. Not ideal at all.
Wow, that's wild, bro. That is wild. If that is, it's just a rumor right now, so we're not going to address it, but that's wild. 2nd and 9, Stafford back to pass, looking for Kupp, finds Kupp. Kupp gets about 3 yards, still fighting. No, don't clean him up. Jordan Poyer trying his hardest to get another penalty. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, relax. He's down. Jordan Poyer came in and looked like he's going to clean him up, and thankfully we did not get a flag on that one. 3rd and 7.
Yeah. I feel like Jordan Poyer is kind of like trying to do too much. Like, yo, as all the kids are saying now, to put the fries in the bag. You don't need to be trying to, take someone's head off. You've got a clean tackle. Let's just leave it at that. Like, put the fries in the bag.
Put the fries in the bag.
Put the fries in the bag, Charlie. Jordan Poyer, put the fries in the bag. I don't need nothing more, nothing less. So put the fries in the bag, and we're all good.
Oh, Calais Campbell with the sack. Let's go, bro. Calais Campbell with the sack. 4th down and forever. We're going to get the ball back with all kinds of 12 minutes left in the second quarter. Up 10. Like, come on now.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I like the little
Step back.
from
Calais Campbell got a pretty cool celebration. 11 minutes left in the second quarter. Dolphins get the ball back. 4th and 12. Here goes the punt. Shout out to the GTD graphics team for upgrading the score for us. Can't do it without you. Literally, bro. Like all of y'all. Thank you. Malik Washington with the punt return. Looked like he got a little space. Room to get jiggy, about a 12-yard return. But hey, Malik Washington, Touché 24, he's gonna be something, Kadeem.
I think we might be one of the only podcasts that were like, hey, don't be, or we were quite upset with the Odell Beckham signing, not because he's a bad player, but it's like, hey, that's taking valuable time and snaps away from Malik Washington. And, you know, prime time, he's got his first touchdown. The return game has definitely improved since Braxton Barrios went out. So, yeah, Malik Washington, do not be surprised if he finds more snaps as the weeks go ahead. Joe Levesque says, we'll get the ball back to start the second half. I don't think we do. No, because didn't we open? No, we opened the game with the
we got a ball.
Didn't we?
We got a ball.
Yeah,
we got a ball first.
So we can't double the chip basically. But yeah, at the very least, if we can, again, ideal scenario, get the ball, drive down the field, take time off the clock, you know, go up 17. It's an excellent start to the half basically.
Hey, nah, keep it moving, keep it rolling. Like defense on point. Offense on point. You're not going to score every drive. You're not going to stop them every drive. We have stopped them every drive, and then we're moving the ball on offense. Game arguably could be 14-0. How my friend said across the pond, could be 14-0 right now, but we're up 10-0, bro. I like it.
I didn't notice, Charlie, that like my camera was a bit to the left.
I thought you did it on purpose. I thought we was going over something different. I didn't know what to expect.
No, just a PS5. I'm not gonna lie, I did try and get the helmet in there, but I was just hitting directly behind it. But yeah, this is the bad boy I picked up during it's the Miami Dolphins helmet, a birthday present from the gracious Hannah Montana. She is sleeping right now, and I know she's looking forward to me getting to bed at like 5:30 in the morning, but it is what it is. Simon Myers from the Dolphin UK podcast said, what a golden opportunity they have now. And yeah, listen, we've seen over the last 2 weeks that the Dolphins defense is kind of finding a way to lose games in the second half. The bigger the bigger the point, what's the best way to put this? The more points we have, the bigger gap, the better right now, basically. Don't try and sugarcoat it any more. Joe Levesque showed me the lights some more. Okay, give me 2 secs, Joe. Trying to find the perfect lighting for it. I don't think that's it. I kind of wish I did get the throwback helmet, but no, the silver one does look pretty dope as well. So thank you, Joe. What you got for me, Charlie?
A-Chan, Jared Verse with a TFL on A-Chan lost about 4, lost a 5. Right where we want to be, apparently, because the Dolphins thrive on behind the sticks.
I think Jared Verse heard what I said about him at the start of the game. He's like, hey, like, nah, I'm still that guy. So, and was that Julian Hill?
Julian Hill was in motion. Tua with the rollout, throws across his body, picked off. I see, bro, as he threw across his, oh my goodness, Tua tucked his head and got hit in the head, making a tackle. And you was just happy to see Tua get up just now.
It was on a throw to Jalen Waddle. Yeah. Listen, it's I guess, and even he knows, like, there's a flag on the play as well.
Yeah, flag on the play probably during the return. Tua rolls to his left, throws across his body. The cardinal sin of a pass in the NFL, doubles down and tucks his head for the tackle. Looks at the ground, gets hit in the head with a shin. Bro, you cannot make this up, bro.
I don't think
You
Jalen Waddle was
cannot
even
make this up, bro.
Simon. Like no, like I think we all jinxed that one, Simon. Joe Levesque says no, and you also made a tackle. Don't do it to a come on. IMAX asked why is Tua tackling head first, and Simon, yeah, sorry, I'll keep quiet. No, Simon, like we all said it, like it is what it is. Not to make a tackle, just a boneheaded tackle from someone who needs to look after himself, and knows that hey, like, nah, can't be doing that. Can't be doing that at all.
That brings me to the next question, Kadeem. If Tua does throw a pick, how does he make the tackle? Like that's I don't know anymore, bro. Like in practice, we're talking about practice. Oh, fumble! Looked like the ball was down to me. Looked like the ball was down to me, but the Dolphins right now, Kendall Fuller has picked up a fumble. What you got, Kadeem? What it look like to you?
Yeah,
Kyron
it
Williams
like
put the ball on the ground. We're gonna see what the replay says. First down.
It looked like he was down to me.
First down, Miami. What'd you say, Kadeem?
It looked like he was down to me, but also like I haven't seen any other replays apart from what the live stream has shown so far.
Joe Levesque says, that ball was coming out. That ball was coming out. Kyron Williams was millimeters away from being down, and it looked like the ball was coming out. This is a bad angle. Ooh, that was real close from that angle, but I said it was bad in the moment. Agba there. Walker Jr. was there.
He's not down. I don't think he's down.
Oh, listen, that's a fumble. Kyron Williams' knee was millimeters, centimeters. Oh wait, milliliters, millimeters.
No, millimeters. Liters.
He's
not. Liters is a liquid.
He's up. I was gonna ask you what y'all say, right? Millimeters, centimeters, and inches. Kyron Williams' knee was like an inch. Not even an inch off the ground, and he fumbled that ball. Smythe in the motion, almost flinched, could have got a offsides. Tua rolls out to the left, hits Tyreek Hill. Kadeem Simmonds' fantasy football team is on the board.
So I was watching the replay and trying to work out the Dolphins' first down.
First down, Tyreek with a 12-yard gain. I don't like, but that was a safe route too. It's like they're trying to be real. I don't know how long you can be safe with your number one receiver and a hand injury, bro.
It's like he needs to catch. It's like he can't not catch with his hands. But hey, for my fantasy team, I'm cool. Listen, the Dolphins turn the ball over, got it back straight away, get points. Like get points and like, don't mess around.
Jalen Wright in the game. Jalen Wright gets the touch. I formation, Durham Smythe. Jalen Wright dots the I. TFL, number 95 for the Rams, formerly William Hayes. Shout out to friend of the podcast, William Hayes. Jalen Wright's in the game. Jalen Wright gets a touch. Kadeem, are we surprised?
No. Same way. I'm like, again, as I said, if I know it's going to be a one play, then they know it's going to be a one play. So listen, not every single, and again, I said it like the third game where he got more touches and averaged like 3 yards per carry. You aren't always going to get 9 yards per carry from Jalen Wright. And this is what the NFL looks like to a running back who can't pass protect.
11 personnel, Achane with the screen behind the line of scrimmage loses a yard. 3rd and 13, right where we want them.
Listen, the Rams are doing a great job of rallying to the ball. And yeah, I guess the turnovers have kind of cancelled themselves out. But you still would like the Dolphins to put up points on this drive. Kill as much clock as possible.
Hey, we're inside the 40s. If we get 8 yards here, don't be surprised if we go for it on 4th down. Tua drops out at the pass, fumbles the ball. I was just gonna say Tua has to protect the ball. Tua with the fumble and the pick in consecutive drives.
It's too early for this. It's too early in the morning for this kind of nonsense. Like, just I think that, like whether the Dolphins recovered or not, it doesn't matter. Like, and they didn't. The Rams did. So, not yeah. Charlie, back-to-back plays, back-to-back turnovers from the Dolphins. Speak to me, Charlie. What we see him?
Bro, like as it was 3rd and 13, and I was making a joke that this is right where we want him. I think Tua threw that other pick on 3rd down, and now he comes out here and fumbles on 3rd down. And I was about to say Tua needs to take care of the ball on this 3rd down. We just got that one view. No one was open. It looked like Odell ran I don't know the route. If he would have cut that route off a little bit earlier, he could have got open with a back window or back shoulder throw, but we didn't. Puka drops the ball, incomplete pass, Rams back on the field. And the Dolphins giving the Rams every opportunity to hang around.
Yeah, this is, again, like I said earlier, I'm normally the one to kind of give the Dolphins defense excuse after excuse after excuse. This is the kind of thing where, listen, the Dolphins turned the ball over, they got the ball back, and we done nothing with it. Basically, give the ball straight back to them. So, no, not ideal. I'm seeing a ref. I thought the ref did give something.
Yeah, they're about to give Puka a catch, but there was no type of possession there, no type of control. It's 2nd and 10. Kendall Fuller right there on the spot to break that up, bro.
Yeah, listen, the Dolphins defense have definitely come to play Monday Night Football. And the offense, I guess they've showed up a bit. They just need to find a way to eliminate these mistakes and eliminate them early, because you can't bring this sloppiness into the second half.
Yeah, so DraftKings had Miami Dolphins +2 coming into this game. Dolphins are up 10. Rams in Dolphins territory, basically handed them field goal position. If you bet the half, you're probably looking real good if you bet on the Dolphins at the half. Oh, but I always wanted to say this. DraftKings Sportsbook, the crown is yours. Hey, I get to say that now.
I've never seen that advert, but the one thing I have seen over here on Go Time Dolphins is this.
Shout out to our friends at the DraftKings Network.
100%. So Cat for Life says no comment, and yeah, just 2 extremely boneheaded plays from Tua. There was a time where, we used to say over here on Go Time Dolphins, if Tua turns the ball over, the next drive is normally a touchdown. Like, Tua is dialed in. I'm not expecting back-to-back turnovers from Tua, and yeah, he needs to kind of let those plays go and look ahead, because you can't let that mistake cost him for the rest of the game going forward.
Hey, is there a song that starts like that? There was a time. There was a time. Is that how it starts?
I have no idea. If there is, I don't know what the song is.
I don't even think that's the words, but it fit right there. Like, there was a time. I don't think that's it, actually. But
Charlie, you sound like you do music in your spare time. Is that true?
Dang, boy, I might. I almost said something Gucci Man said, but I can't say it. But yeah, I might. Man, how are we looking, Kadeem? What you think?
I am. So the graphics. I just got a message from the graphics guy. Charlie, let me know if you notice anything. I'll say, let me know if you notice anything different. Shout out to our graphics guy, making sure we are up to date as much as possible. Shout out to the internet in the UK, not allowing me to update stuff. Oh, no, we can. All good. So, Charlie, what's the question? I was doing graphic stuff.
Dan the Man on TV, Aaron Donald on TV, Andrew Whitworth, LeBron James, all these boys. Dang, I was gonna say something. I'll save it for halftime. Mookie Betts, World Series champion. There's a lot of the stars come out in LA, man. I didn't ask you nothing, I don't think, Kadeem, but Stafford with 4 wide, Kyron Williams in the backfield, Puka in motion, 2nd and 10, face the screen of Puka, Cooper Kupp wide open. Kendall Fuller put the wood on Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp comes down with the ball by like a 12-yard gain. Charlie Touché gets another 1.2 points for a fantasy team.
Yeah, nice little motion.
Nice
and to be fair,
woo! Yeah, Cooper Kupp got woo! Hey, check that boy out, man. Hey, take him to the tent. Don't let him just walk back out on the field. That was a nice little hit, Kendall Fuller.
100%. Shout out to Lane. He says, I was close to going to the game tonight. I got offered 3 tickets, but I hate dealing with LA traffic. I'm also not the biggest fan of going to games, but it would have been to see the boys in LA. And yeah, that would have been a excellent game to go to.
Bro, correct me if I'm wrong, Lane, but I feel like you copied and pasted that from last year. Like, that was the exact same. Like, yo, I didn't want to do the traffic. I almost went to the game, but I didn't want to do the traffic. Like, bro, you got to do it one time, bro. Memories are more important than money, Charlie Touché says. And you got to get those memories, man. Sit in that traffic, boy. Hey, and shout out to Dwayne Wade. He says, enjoy the traffic. So you got to enjoy the traffic, Lane. Just that traffic on the way back might not be enjoyable if we took that L, though.
100%. Robert Ashton said, "Don't you worry, child. Swedish House Mafia." Could that be it,
Hey,
Charlie?
I'm not. Is it there? So Robert Ashton, that's the song I thought it was. Don't you worry, child. But I didn't know if it really began with the words. There was a time. I thought it was there was a time, but I like maybe I just threw that in there. But yeah, I knew I heard it.
Another one for you, Charlie. He says, I was thinking the same thing after I sent the message. I guess they're trying to work out if Puka Nakua was down for that completion.
No, I think he was talking about the traffic when he sent the traffic message, like it copied and pasted from last year. 4th and 4, Dolphins D holds up. Here comes a field goal attempt. Shout out to the Kansas City Chiefs for winning with a walk-off field goal block. How about them apples?
So I was watching a video, and I think it's the Broncos number 54 who is on special teams. I think on every single like extra point or field goal, he is on his backside. He is getting bullied in special teams, and that's who the Chiefs picked on for the blocked field goal, and that's how they won. Did you also see the clip of Patrick Mahomes speaking to the refs?
Kick is up, kick is good. 10-3 Dolphins. I didn't have to see the clip. I seen it live. Hey, can you tell me when they get close? Can you just let me know when they get close? Like, bro, hey, man. Hey, boy. That's my
Don't feel that's
pretty cool, though. I didn't think it was pretty cool.
Yeah, like I think people saying, you know, that's further proof that the league is corrupt and all that kind of stuff. Listen, it's stupid, but nah, it's all good over here in the hood. As you said, look at that. The graphic is, shout out to the graphics guy. As I choke on something at the moment.
Yeah, don't say that ever again, Kadeem.
Say what?
Nothing. Keep going.
I don't even know what I said.
Hey, what happened with the graphics guy? Tell us what the graphics guy did. What happened?
I was just about to say, like, I've got the graphic. It's just my internet. Like, this is first world problems. I have the graphics in my inbox. I just can't load the graphics to put it on the channel. So bear with me as I go through it. But no, it's all good. Charlie,
so I got an idea, Kadeem.
I'm listening.
Shout out to DraftKings for having us on the network. Next time, Go Time Dolphin streams a game. Go Time Dolphins stream a live game. You know what we're gonna do, Kadeem?
What are we gonna do?
We're gonna Manning podcast this thing. Like, we're gonna bring in some of the affiliates to jump on a live with us. We're gonna bring some of the friends of the podcast. Holla at OJ McDuffie, former Miami Dolphin. We're gonna holla at William Hayes, former Miami Dolphin. See if they can get in for a couple minutes during the game and talk the game with us. What you think?
Hayes would have been perfect for this game, having played for both the Rams and the Dolphins. Oh yeah, 100%. Like, it would have been amazing just to kind of like get their thoughts and feelings on the game, how it's going. You know, if we're lucky, they are here for a touchdown. If I'm lucky, my internet starts working. In the near future, that graphic is coming very, very soon. Just bear with me. Charlie, what you got for me?
We got a kickoff coming up. I suspect it's going to be a touchback. You think we get a rule change for the kickoff again next year?
I was gonna say no, but I also feel like you also never know. I don't think kicker's been fine so far this year. I feel like injuries probably have been down, so I guess it's kind of worked.
Yeah, I think the plan is to bring injuries down and kick returns up. Like we want to see returns while bringing the injuries down. And I don't think that we've seen the returns as much as what we thought would happen when the rule change came up.
But I also feel like teams are going to kick the ball out the back of the end zone anyway. Like unless you make
Tyreek Hill with the reverse, Waddle with the block, Tyreek Hill out of bounds, about a 6-yard gain. Gotta love it on the ground.
So I was just saying, yeah, unless you make it illegal to kick the ball out the end zone, like teams are gonna play it safe anyway. I was also gonna say
you might be onto something, Kadeem. You might be onto something, bro. A penalty if you kick the ball out of bounds, because now there's like these caveats for where the landing zone, and if the ball touches in the landing zone and then goes into the end zone, you get it down at the 20 instead of the 25 or the 30, all this other good stuff. You might be onto something, Kadeem. A 5-yard penalty if the ball is kicked out the end zone. You might be cooking, Kadeem.
I think there should be a risk reward for that though. If you manage to hit the bar of the pylons, that's a point. Like this. So I was watching the first down from Devon Achan. I think if a kicker hits the bar of the pylon, like
the crossbar or the crossbar, you said pylon. You mean the crossbar of the field of the goalpost?
Yeah, so yeah, the crossbar.
Yeah.
Crossbar challenge. Take it from the UK. You hit the crossbar, ping, 1 point. There you go. I think that's fair. Because then if you miss it, 5-yard penalty.
Tyreek Hill with the screen, another 7-yard gain for Tyreek Hill, trying to get this man some touches.
I was also going to say before the last fumble, and I'm kind of seeing now, do you think it's, hey, we're going to keep it simple, nothing stupid, quick passes, that way limit the ability to turn the ball over, take some time, drive down the field, hopefully make it a 17-3 game heading into half.
We're definitely trying to get some points. We still got 4 minutes on the board, on the clock, 3 touchdowns. We're inside the 40 again. This is go time right here, bro. Like, this is where you want to take your shots. And Tua steps back to take a shot, throw the ball to it. Takes like a 15-yard sack.
Are these negative plays on, as I'm watching it now? Yeah, I was going to say, and again, listen, we are completely honest on over here on Go Time Dolphins. To throw the ball away. Like,
so here's the thing. Tua's trying to keep the play alive, and here's the thing. As all the replays are zoomed in on Tua and his concussion issues, thanks to ESPN. So 3rd and 20, look out for Achan with the little screen. Here comes Achan with the little screen. Pretty good block from Patrick Paul, 10-yard game. We're back to 4th and 4th and 10. Here's the thing. That play, Tua was under pressure. It was busted from the beginning. And he was still looking to see where I could throw the ball. You know what I'm saying? Where can I throw this thing while I'm under pressure and in the rest? But then there was an out for him there's an out route. You can throw this ball away if you throw it towards the out route. But he was still looking back across the field like, throw this ball away. This play is dead. You know what I'm saying? We gotta work on that. Jake Bailey with the dope punt inside the 10-yard line.
Because I was going to say, like, even on that sack, the defender slips. So it's like you and again, you probably bought yourself an extra second or two, but hey, I've gone back like 10 yards now. The ball needs to go out, keep it further, whatever it was. And Tua's injuries have come from him holding the ball for too long. Bro, like the ball needs to go. Like,
you just hit it on the head, bro. This is not a don't take the sack type of play. Yes, don't take that sack. We're inside. We're at the 52nd and 5. Like, yeah, don't take that sack. More importantly, don't take that hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, live to fight another down. It would have been 3rd and 5. As Javon Holland tackles Kyron Williams, and Kyron Williams said, "You're gonna get this shoulder on the way down there."
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna say anything. I don't want to jinx the Dolphins, but yeah, it's unfortunate. Sorry, I watched the Javon Holland lack of tackling. Yeah, and he's smart as well because he knows. Yeah, like he got me on that one.
Mhm.
But yeah, like we had this conversation, over and over again, and we're gonna keep on having it. Ultimately, I don't think Tua's really going to change the way he plays the game. This game alone, you see him make a tackle by putting his head down, and then on a play like that, big man, let's throw the ball away. Don't do any, like, again, trying to play hero ball in your 5th year NFL on a massive contract after the concussions. You don't need to. You really don't need to. LB says Tua is my dog, but he's being irresponsible. And yeah, like what was a promising drive ultimately got killed because he wanted to play hero ball on 2nd down,
Bro,
basically.
y'all see it. Y'all see it. This is me. You feel me? Like I'm one of the biggest Tua fans there are. Tua cannot be our quarterback from the sideline, bro. You know what I'm saying? Every single one of his injuries has come.
Apart from one.
I was just, why are we here, Kadeem? Except for one injury, and it was technically 2, but we'll ride out with the one. All of his injuries, except for 1.5, have come with him holding on to the ball way too long, and it's not just like a little too long; it's way too long. And there was another play. That play was busted. That wasn't the same. That one had some compound issues, like taking a sack and it being 3rd and 15. But every week, Kadeem, I come on this podcast and I say, yo, Tua don't take those hits. Like, all these quarterbacks take a lot of hits. And today we're seeing them take a lot of hits. And it's a lot of them are his fault. Like, yo, it's cool. Throw the ball away. Let him fight another play. It would have been 3rd and 5.
There's a hit on Kyler Murray in the paper planes game where, the guy comes off the blind side, hits Kyler Murray, helmet goes flying. That's not a Kyler Murray. Like, that's just, hey, the guy got there very quick, is what it is. I guess the positive, and maybe too, it's seen as a positive, is that he's taking these hits, he's getting up, he dusts himself off. Like, you're going to get hit in the NFL. That's cool. That's great. But again, for me, it's more a case of just don't put yourself in harm's way. And twice now, Tua has put himself in harm's way when he really hasn't needed to.
Might have been a little bit more than twice, but 2 times for sure. Dolphins defense back on the field, 2nd and 1, 2-minute warning. Rams on the -19. Let's see what they got. 2 minutes left, 2 timeouts. Kyron Williams up the middle, 1st down. That's all they really wanted to run that ball for. So 1st down, 2 minutes on the clock, 150. Rams got 2 timeouts. They go tempo, no huddle. Let's see what you got, Matt Stafford. We've seen you do this 100 times. We just see you do it in the 4th quarter. Here comes Abba off the edge. Puka Nacua, 9-yard gain. Rams starting to drive. They're going tempo again. No huddle.
Yeah, I think best case scenario for the Dolphins, obviously, to stop the Rams from getting any points whatsoever. But if you can hold them to a field goal at the very least, I guess, then, you're going to lead up. So you're going to half, up 4. It's just annoying because the Dolphins have left points on this field and just silly mistakes from receivers and quarterbacks.
Dolphins have left points on the field. We are minus in the turnover ratio. Maybe we could pull out a Detroit Lions and still win with that 18% chance of winning if you lose the turnover battle. We're giving up yards on this drive. Got to hold them to a field goal, if anything. And it would be really nice to get a sack on 1st and 10 right here with 47 seconds left to have them use one of these timeouts. Chop Robinson under pressure. Deep pass, incomplete. Cater Kohu and friend of the podcast, Snowman, on the coverage.
Yeah, like, they've driven to midfield basically, and I'm watching the 1st and 10 deep pass from Matt Stafford. So yeah, like 40 seconds left, 1st and 10 around midfield. It's just annoying because shout out to Joe Van. He says he's here from the Dan Lebard show.
Hey, what's happening with it?
That's what I absolutely love to see. Welcome, Joe. Hope you are well. Are you a Rams fan? Are you a Dolphins fan? Let's get to know more about you over here on Go Time Dolphins on the DraftKings network.
Stafford gets the check down to Kyron Williams. Kyron Williams gets 11 yards and the first down. Rams call a timeout. Like, this is not what you wanted to see. This is not what you want to see. 33 seconds, 1st and 10. Matthew Stafford's comms goes out in his helmet, and they get him a different helmet, just like that. I wonder where that second helmet was for Patrick Mahomes in the playoff game when his helmet cracked in half and it just exploded, and they didn't stop the play for it. Like, that's wild to me.
Apologies, Joe. He said it's Joe Van E. Apologies, Joe. We will get that right going forward. But regardless, welcome, Joe. Hope you are well. And yeah, I was going to ask, do you think this is the Dolphins defense kind of playing bend, don't break? Like, happy to let you drive down the field, but you aren't getting anything more than 3.
Now we're getting close. We got a sack, strip sack. Ball's on the ground. That's what we needed 3 plays ago. Nah, bro. Like, we were getting close, bro. Bell got there with the strip sack. Ball goes on the ground. Rams used their last timeout. 19 seconds left. Take them out of field goal range. This is what I wanted 2 plays ago. We got it now. Better late than never. Never late is better. Clean off the edge. He's gonna get more. He's gonna get more play time for sure.
He's another one who us Dolphins fans were really pleased with what we saw in preseason. Had a really great camp as well. And, you just seen it there. Listen, this is, it's next man up. There's no Phillips, still no Chubb. Chubb Robinson got himself a sack. Bell got himself a sack and a fumble. Excellent rush off the edge. Well played. Finished the play. In a perfect world, you get the ball back, but you don't. But I've got
second and 19. 19 seconds left. Rams on a -47. Drop back. Stafford looks deep. Cooper Kupp with the catch. 3rd and 1. Puts him back in field goal range. Got to hurry up. Got to get the spike. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. They'll get it. 3, 2. They get the spike. This is going to be a pretty decent field goal.
Yeah, to be fair, decent catch. Kendall Fuller in coverage. Yeah, it's annoying that you get the sack, put them in that range to then have them get it back, basically. But is what it is. As Robert Ashton says, please no penalties. And I can feel a cold breeze, meaning someone is in the kitchen. He's in the kitchen, man, like Big Shaq. So
Joshua Cardi career long is 52 yards. This is a 55-yarder. I don't think he makes it. Kick is up. Kick is good.
Charlie, listen, kickers find a way to make long field goal against Dolphins. Like, we've seen that over the past few weeks. Yeah, and it also doesn't look like. Yeah, that was good from longer than 55 as well. As Joe Van E says, no need for apologies. I think the Rams are on a great run. I'm a Packer fan myself. With that said, the Rams worry the most out of the NFC West. And Cap says Tua handed them 6 points as we go into half. So, as we quickly play the DraftKings jingle, Charlie, I want to get your thoughts on the first half once we come back from this quick little interlude. Bad internet connection.
No, you're good, bro. So the Dolphins are up 10-6. Rams get a chance to double dip the chip. 2 field goals. Dolphins defense holding up. Rams get the ball back coming out at the half. That's not how you do it, bro. You know what I'm saying? The offense came out nice. Came out smoking, scored on 2 possessions. Probably should have had 14 instead of 10. Waddle dropped that pass, hit him in the hand, said the lights was in his eyes. And then the defense got us stops. Oh, We lost Kadeem. Let's see what we can do here. So yeah, so Rams get 6 points, free points, by the way. And you want people to work for these points, bro. You don't want to just hand over free points to anybody. As Kadeem comes back in here. But yeah, you back, Kadeem?
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah.
So you don't want free points for anybody, and the Rams are getting free points. And you that turnover battle. What's the turnover battle right now? I know the Dolphins got at least 2. Rams have 1. Let's see what it actually is.
Well, they've got the interception and the fumble.
So it's
and the Dolphins have
two turnovers apiece. Well. 2 turnovers apiece. So we're back even. And statistics show 82% of teams that win the turnover battle win the game. Forget that Detroit Lions game last night. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? They're amongst that 18%. But yeah, man, look what had to happen to do it too, right? A walk-off field goal had to do that. And I don't know how much you trust Jason Sanders right now with a walk-off field goal, Kadeem.
No. And again, like you said, the Rams kicker, his longest was what, 53 yards heading into today.
52 was his longest, and he just hit a 55
with yards to spare as well. Like, yeah, the Dolphins. Listen, as Cap said, Tuba's given them 6 points. The Dolphins defense has done their best to basically, stop them where possible. You know what? Being honest, you get the sack, you then give up 19 yards on the next play, not good enough. But the Dolphins need to clean up the penalties, so the turnovers. Tua knows it, the offense knows it. We speak about fumbles from Raheem Mostert. Today, it's not on him at all. We just need to be better when we do get the ball.
Yeah, man, Kadeem, before we went in the half, we said we're gonna tell each other, tell the stream how we met. You got a London accent, you know what I'm saying? And it is what y'all say? In it? In it, yeah. That's wild. But we met in London, Kadeem. How did that happen?
You can still hear me, right?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Yeah. So it was the night before the Dolphins London game against the Saints. I was out with some NFL UK friends. I was in a sports bar in London Bridge, I think it was. And, just NFL fans from around the world just chilling together. And I was wearing a white Miami Dolphins Kiko Alonso jersey. And yeah, you came and said hi. And I guess I'll hand over to you to what happens next. You on mute?
So me, Bert, and LB, we're in London. The Hurricanes play Florida State, and we're like, yo, we got to find a place to watch the game. We came for the Dolphin game, but the Hurricane game was the night before, of course. So we're like, yo, we got to find a place to watch the Hurricane game. And we start walking. I think some randoms, shout out to the randoms that told us about this pub. And they're like, oh, yeah, mate, all the good stuff. Y'all lingo. So we found it, and we walk in, and it's empty, bro. It's like, this can't be it. You know what I'm saying? There's no one here. And then they're like, oh, you guys want to go downstairs? Like, and it turns out there's like a downstairs to the, I guess the top was like a club, and it was too early, I guess. I have no idea. And turns out the bartender was from the States, by the way. But anyway, the bartender said, didn't even notice that she had an American accent. Like, we just talking, you feel me? So she tells us to go downstairs. We go downstairs, and I can't remember if LB or Bert pointed it out, but he was like, oh, that dude got a Kiko Alonso jersey on. So naturally, we from Miami, seen a dude with a Kiko Alonso jersey on, like, oh, you must have came for the game. And little did we know, Kadeem Simmonds has a London accent, and he's like, oh, yeah, I'm a Dolphin fan. I'm from here. Like, no, you from London, bro? Like, we got Dolphin fans in London. How did you become a Dolphin fan, bro? My bad. Before you tell us how you became a Dolphin fan, my bad. So we continue to talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I'm from the States. We from the States. I get your number. We start chopping it up on WhatsApp. Maybe a couple seasons of exchanging text messages and voice notes. Like, hey, did you watch the game? And we're going back and forth in our voice notes and on WhatsApp. And eventually we're like, yo, we're going to start a podcast. And little did we know 5 years later, we'll be on the DraftKings network. But how did you become a Dolphin fan, Kadeem?
This bad boy here. Playing Madden on the PlayStation. Must be Madden 25 with Adrian Peterson on the front. And I was like,
Madden
you know
25?
what?
Madden 25?
Yeah, 25th year anniversary.
Oh, see, I ain't a gamer.
Yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, Madden 25, Adrian Peterson on the front. And I was like, you know what? I played Madden a few years beforehand. Knew the rules kind of, but didn't have a team. Didn't have something to really get invested into. So I was like, you know what? Let me find a team to start a franchise with, to start supporting. Happened to be the Dolphins. I knew of them due to the uniforms. I am a Dolphins fan who had never seen Ace Ventura, so I couldn't say it because of that. But yeah, chose the Dolphins due to Madden, and I haven't looked back since.
Kadeem, I ain't gonna lie. I used to be a gamer. I'm not a gamer no more, but I used to be a gamer. And one thing I know about gaming when you're playing football in dynasty mode and franchise mode, dynasty mode in college football and franchise mode in the NFL, you usually take the bad teams and then be like, oh, I'm gonna make this team good. So you became a Dolphin fan because we were bad, Kadeem? You just want to take a bad team to the Super Bowl in your franchise mode?
I caught bits of that. You may need to repeat that. Sorry.
I said usually when you start a franchise, you started with a bad team. So you took a bad Dolphins team. Did you take us because we were bad?
Oh no, I just took you took us now, because I just wanted a team. Like, I think if I'm playing a sports game, I pick the team that I support. I find it just easier to invest, I guess. So yeah, that's why I needed the team to start a franchise with. I couldn't remember what the Dolphins rating on Madden 25 was. That might be one for another episode to go back and look at that team and the rating they had on Madden.
All right. Turn in the corner. What do the Dolphins have to do to walk away with this W?
Not to state the obvious, but just play clean football. Like, just do not turn the ball over. I've been saying for weeks that the Dolphins do not generate turnovers on defense. They have an interception and a fumble, and Tua chooses today to basically turn the ball over. Like, I think this is his first turnover since the injuries, isn't it?
I mean, I don't know. He only played 2 games. So 3 games.
Yeah, he was
three and a quarter, 3.5.
Prior to today, he had 3 touchdowns and no interceptions since coming back from injury.
Since coming back. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. And yeah, not ideal for him to have the interception, the fumble. Yeah, he needs to do better, and he will know it. He'll be in that locker room going, the turnovers are on me. I will clean it up, but also that doesn't mean start playing hero ball, or if anything, going the other way and being too safe. Like, play your game, take what the defense gives you, and just go from there.
I'll be real with you. If the Miami Dolphins are able to walk away with this W, we might have to sneak away with it. I ain't gonna lie. If the Dolphins are able to sneak away with the W, Tua's gonna lock in. He's absolutely gonna clean it up. He always does. And like you said earlier, like when he used to throw a pick, the next drive was a touchdown. We already know it. So if we could walk away with this W, the Raiders for next week are in trouble, bro. But we gotta get through this game first.
100%. As we mentioned earlier, shout out to DraftKings for having us on the network today. We are normally on YouTube at Go Time Dolphins. You can also find us on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you get your podcast from. And we also have a Patreon where we have various different segments, extra point talking about, not just the Dolphins, but what happens around the league. We have Easy Money, basically talking about that's Charlie bread and butter, easy money on bets on the week and stuff like that. But we are also having more segments and features coming over, including a lot of draft content. So yeah, if you're feeling generous, head on over to Patreon /GoTime Dolphins.
Shout out to all the friends of the podcast. Shout out to William Hayes, former Miami Dolphin. Shout out to former Miami Dolphin, OJ McDuffie, current Miami Dolphin, Javon Holland, all them boys that just left in the offseason, Brandon Jones, Miles Gaskin. Shout out to all of them for rocking with us, and shout out to DraftKings for having us on tonight. Let's get that DraftKings drop in there. Bow, 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 bow. You good, Kadeem?
I am good. Shout out to Joe. He said, love the broadcast. We greatly appreciate that. And Robert Ashton said, key to the second half, defense will have to react to the Rams offense. They will change. Offense need to grind, long drives ending in points. Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. I couldn't agree more, Robert Ashton.
Hey, so shout out to the Le Batard show. This is a true story. So when I was younger, Le Batard used to write, and now I could be wrong, but I thought it was the Miami Herald. Could have been the Sun Sentinel, but Le Batard used to write for the newspaper, if anyone knows what a newspaper is nowadays. So when I was younger, my dad used to read the newspaper all the time. It was crazy. I would wake up. I'm talking about teenager. I'm talking about 12, maybe younger, 13, like maybe younger. You know what I'm saying? And my dad used to have the newspaper every single day. He'll be at the kitchen table with the Sun Sentinel and the Miami Herald. And I always remember the name Le Batard, bro. Always remember the Le Batard, and Le Batard show eventually got picked up by ESPN now they're somewhere else. Shout out to them boys. And not only that, they were on South Beach. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know where they are now, where they host this, where they record the show now or a podcast now. But at the same time, shout out to Le Batard, fan of them boys. It's cool to have them in the stream.
100%. Shout out to Gunners Boss said, congratulations, Kadeem and Charlie, big time in the DraftKings Sportsbook. Appreciate that so much. And like I said, the only time I'm ever going to say this, if you're watching over on the Go Time Dolphins YouTube channel, head on over to DraftKings, drop a like on the video, drop a comment on the DraftKings channel as well, just to show that stream even more love. So, Charlie, you said that the Dolphins may have to sneak out with this one. The Rams will get the ball to start the half. You've seen a bit more Tyreek Hill as well. Will we see the Dolphins lean on the run this half?
I don't think so. I think that we still come out throwing. I think we still try to go win the game. We don't have a lead no more. This is not a lead. We were up 10, could have been up 14. Maybe we switched it up. Rams back on the field now. 1st and 10. Little side motion. Kyron Williams gets the run. He gets the edge. Oh, dragging Jordan Poyer for like 3 yards. Got a whole 10 yards on that run. So, yeah, man, I don't think so. Nah, bro, you don't let up. And there's a chance that we don't even have the lead by the time we get the ball back. So you still going to see Tua try to come out. Hopefully he doesn't try to play hero ball and win the game in one pass. But we got to get back to the game plan. The game plan was working. And hopefully the defense keeps us in it.
Gunner's Boss said Dan Le Batard was a writer for the Miami Herald and Greg Cote to ESPN to DraftKings.
I think it's Greg Cote.
Cote, apologies.
I think you know what? I could be wrong. And them boys are on DraftKings.
And then is it Stu Gotts? God bless football shout.
Stu Gotts.
100%.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it's yeah, Jordan Poyer, kind of not gonna lie, don't want to see him too much on the field this half. But it is what it is. The Rams have 10 rushes, 24 passes. They probably going to start leaning on the run game a bit because getting some success in it. But
Tutu Atwell in motion. Play action. Stafford almost loses the ball, pulls it down, and still finds Puka Nacua for a 20-yard gain, bro. Like, how you play action, the ball comes out, you snatch the ball out of midair, and then throw for a 20-yard gain, hit Puka Nacua. That is That's unacceptable, bro. We gotta disrupt that.
I think it's Chuck Robinson as well, who is like a second away from getting a sack. It's one tackle a day already. If it was Chuck Robinson, as I'm watching, it I couldn't tell, but
So
yeah,
yeah, Chuck Robinson was notorious for getting a ton of pressures and no sacks in college. Kyron Williams gets the handoff, another 9-yard gain on another run. 2nd and 1 coming up.
shout out to the gracious Hannah Montana saying good evening, gentlemen.
Hey,
You should be sleeping.
Hannah Montana, wait, boy, like Kadeem in trouble? What's going on?
I'm all good. No, this is a really bad way for the Dolphin defense to open a half. There's no two ways about it. They need to find a stop 100%. But you said it. The Dolphins could get the ball back and be behind, which is same old Dolphins as there's a Dolphins player on the ground. Is that Kendall Fuller, Charlie?
It looks like Kendall Fuller. Won't speculate more than that, but we do got a Dolphin down. Coach McDaniel came out to the field, check him out. Notorious orange gloves, so it looked like it might have been Kendall Fuller. Yeah, bro, Kadeem, we got to get a stop here. And not only we have to get a stop, I don't even want a field goal, bro. We're up 10-6. We were up 10-zip. This is going to be another drive of unanswered points if we give up points here. And the Dolphins aren't playing their best football on offense or defense anymore. So this is going the wrong way real quick.
Yeah, the Dolphins could easily mess around here, and the game is out of hand before you even know it. But let's not be negative. Get a stop. If you can, like you said, stop them from getting any points, amazing. Another turnover would be great. But regardless, the Dolphins offense need to, when they do get the ball, wake up, and the Dolphins defense need to, whatever was said at halftime, the last 2 weeks, it hasn't really worked so far. I'm hoping this is more, I can't say that the sleeping. It's not good enough. Let's just be brutally honest. It's not good enough.
I ain't gonna lie, Kadeem. I'm surprised my backdrop held up pretty good, because it took me forever to get that thing up right. It took it takes 2 people, and I didn't have 2 people to do it. So I'm thankful that it's doing this job right now.
I'm also thankful to all of the people in the comments. If you haven't already, drop a like. If you haven't subscribed to the Go Time Dolphins channel or the DraftKings channel, do both. Show everyone some love, and comment. Let's get these views up. Also, as I did mention, we are on the DraftKings network. As you do have some time, let's do it again.
Yeah, so that was Kendall Fuller. As they showed a replay, I don't know what the injury is. Not listening to the game, just watching it, looked like his arm was caught out there in some traffic. Maybe it could be a shoulder. Won't speculate more than that. 2nd and 2. Rams on the plus 33-yard line. First down. Kyron Williams takes it all the way down to like the 26. I seen Kyron Williams put his finger in somebody's ear. I thought that was funny, bro. It was Kato Kohu. Like, dang, that's what we're doing?
It seems it. And the last thing I need is Kyron Williams getting points against my fantasy team when Tyreek Hill has been a decoy. So,
hey, Stafford lines up.
Yeah.
Oh, we got 12 personnel. Oh, fumble! Stafford bobbles another snap. Bobbled another bad. Well, this one was a bad snap. The first one was a bobble because he hit Kyron Williams in the play action, and this one the ball hits the ground. Dolphins can't get to it. Lost a lot for now. Yeah, that was definitely a bad snap. Couldn't get the ball down. That was going to Kyron Williams, and he had a hole. That could have been huge. Dolphins catch a break and get a loss of about 12, bro. 2nd and 23, loss of 13. Puka in motion. This is going to be a play action. Hands off to Kyron. Zach Sealer there for the stop.
Perfect. Robert Ashton says 20K.
There for the stop, 2-yard gain.
So Robert Ashton was saying that 20K Cam was in. And yeah, listen, the Dolphins may have got a break with that drop snap or the fumbled handoff basically between Kyron Williams and Matt Stafford. But listen, so far it seems that both teams are trying to find ways to lose the game, and the Dolphins need to take advantage. If they can stop the Rams.
3rd and 21, Rams on a plus 39, Stafford in shotgun, quick pass screen to Puka Nacua, 20K Cam with the stop, gain of 4. This is going to be a long field goal. This is going to be a long field goal.
Yeah, you just hit from 55. There's no reason why you wouldn't go for this. But yeah, shout out to 20K Cam getting in there. Maybe during the third quarter break, we told the viewers and listeners how we got the 20K Cam nickname. Great to see Cam Smith in there. Great to see the Dolphins. The Dolphins defense showed up eventually on that drive, but not because they've done anything too good, to be honest.
Josh Cordy hit from 34, hit a career long from 55, kick is up from 52, and that one is good as well.
Yeah, like 10-9.
Flag on the play. False start, Rams. Back them up. You're going to have to hit a 57-yard.
That's my like backup.
Yeah.
My like U-Haul truck. Don't have a sound for that.
So 4th and 21. Josh Carty hit longest was 52. He broke his career long with a 55. Now they're lining up on the logo from 57. Let's see if he got it in him.
Who'll make it? The Dolphins don't have that at the moment.
Kick is up. Pushed it right. No good.
Shout out to Robert Ashton said no good. Yes. I think if that's the wake-up call the Dolphins needed, like this is you got lucky. Let's not mess around. The Dolphins got lucky. Go get points. Go make this a 17-6 game. Go, Charlie, I haven't said this in a while, so I'll say it now. Me limber up. Oh. Lean on a man.
Gotta lean on
Dolphins need to lean on the Rams. Lean on a man. Like, yeah, again, the Rams have handed you a lifeline, which they probably shouldn't have. They've started off with no points in the third quarter. Go and score a touchdown. Like, I don't care how you do it. Take some time off the clock, score a touchdown, put the onus back on the Rams offense.
You get the ball on the minus 47-yard line. You're the Miami Dolphins. You haven't scored since like the first quarter. You've given up 6 unanswered, could have been 9 unanswered. You catch a break. I like them to go deep. I like it.
You think so?
Right here. I like them to go deep. This is the recipe, Kadeem. You know when you're cooking up something and you got ingredients, you're like, oh, it's missing something. This is what is missing right here. We got the ingredients of a bomb coming up right here. You heard it on the live stream.
I can see it. I also think as we get an injury update, Rob Jones has a knee injury and is questionable to return. Yeah, I think the deep play is one of those ones where if it works, hey, we're screaming, we're delighted. I also wouldn't mind the run. Just positive yards, take some clock. Devon Chan, get him loose, get him nimble. But yeah, interesting to see what the game plan will be for the Dolphins, the first possession of the third quarter.
Here's why I think you take a shot. You're already at midfield. If this shot doesn't work, you're probably going to go for it on 4th and short. So you get a get out of jail free card right now. You get that on 4th and short, you kind of guarantee a field goal. I'm going for the crib. We're going over the top. It's coming up. Just know that.
Okay, so we're going over the top. Who are you drawing this play up for? Who's the one? Hey, Like you're the deep route, you're gonna be open.
Draw the H-hand up the middle, 2-yard gain. Second, maybe a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. 2nd and 8.5 coming up. I'm drawing it up for Tyreek. Bad hand and all. Yeah. I just have flashbacks of him performing in LA and walking into the end zone because no one is close enough. But I'm drawing it up, and I feel like Tua needs some confidence. You know what I'm saying? And we like to do it, so we're gonna do it, even though this is not the formation to do it in. Jonnu Smith lines up. Tua drops back. It goes to Jonnu Smith. 10-yard gain, first down. Yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie, we're there for the chipping away, but I really would have wanted us to go over the top. We can still. I think
when you said about giving some confidence, I think there's nothing easier than some quick, hey, boom, boom, at your hands, snap at your hands, snap at your hands. And again, you're taking time. He get into a rhythm. And yeah, listen, the deep shot would have been brilliant, would have been amazing, but yeah, I'm right now leaning on the side of caution, especially when you're 2-6 and you just finished the half the way you did.
Ball on the 41. A-Chain gets a off tackle, brings it back through the middle, 1-yard gain. I would like to walk away with 6. Kendall Fuller on the way to the locker room. Looks like he's unbuckling his shoulder pads. Doesn't seem to be in too much pain. Holding that arm close to his body though, and then they showed a replay of him sticking that arm out. It's actually the other arm though. So again, not going to speculate too much. 2nd and 9 on the Rams 40-yard line. Tyreek in that motion that goes outside. Check it down to H-Chain. Check it down to H-Chain. Comes back, finds Craycraft for who is that? That's Craycraft 400.
What number?
I don't know. I didn't catch it. Oh, Durham Smythe.
So yeah, Tyreek Hill in the motion. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, the check down to H-Chan is gone. But hey,
I ain't gonna lie. He had Waddle. He was going through his progressions. Waddle got knocked off his route and delayed. So Waddle wasn't where he was supposed to be because he got knocked off his route. But by the time Tua went to Smythe, Waddle came open again, and the internet's going to give it to him. Oh, you missed Waddle. But
yeah. Like, because I'm watching it now, yeah. And again, it's time and offense, because if Waddle is where he is, there's every chance Waddle catches that and he's gone.
Tua drops back, goes through his progressions, finds Jonnu Smith across the middle, gets hit, bumping off of tackles, gets to the 1-yard line. Dolphins are in business, 1st and goal.
Right. So yeah, Jonnu Smith and hey, Charlie, what did I say we need to do? Lean on him, man. Lean on him. So
wait.
Listen,
I didn't need that in my fantasy. I didn't need that in fantasy football. Dude.
Listen.
I'll take it though. I'll take it. H-Chan downfield blocking, bro. Let's go.
I was just gonna say, Charlie, fluff your fantasy. I need a win. I need a Dolphins win over a Charlie fantasy win.
So
are you running the ball?
Dolphins don't get lined up in time. We got to take a timeout. 1st and goal. Play clock running out. And we can't line up on time. I don't know what that was. I don't know if the play didn't come in on time, but we just blew a timeout. And I don't like burning timeouts.
Neither do I. I was just gonna say, are you just running the ball now? Like, hey, 4 times, 1-yard line, running the ball. You obviously don't have Ingold.
But not only am I gonna run it 4 times, I'm gonna give it to 3 different running backs. Someone's gonna get in here.
Yeah. Robert Ashton said it. I'm gonna say yeah. No back shoulder fade to Tyreek. Don't get cute. I don't care. Like, hey, run the ball down the middle. If you got to do a fullback dive with Jonnu Smith, then do it.
I am a Miami Hurricanes fan through and through, but I respect Bobby Bowden. And Bobby Bowden said this: if you can't run the ball 4 times from the 1-yard line and get in, you do not deserve to get in. And that's the only thing I will ever quote from Bobby Bowden. But it is the truth. Dolphins in the pistol. Smythe comes in tight. H-Chan behind him. This got to be a run. Hands it off to H-Chan. Play action. Touchdown, Tyreek Hill. Gotta love it. as the graphics team is ready and the Dolphins come out with the celebrations. Oh man, I hope my dog didn't get hurt on the celebration. That's crazy. We got the wrestling celebrations, and everybody's internet's gonna eat that up too.
Do you know what though? Listen, I think everyone is screaming run. Yeah, well, I don't know what kind of celebration that was. Like that was trash. But yeah, everyone's probably screaming run the ball. Listen, a quick 1 yard pass to Tyreek Hill. Confidence is not through the roof, but yeah, I don't hate it, but it's fineable next time.
Do you feel better about it? Jason Sanders got roughed on the extra point. Shout out to Nick Needham on the sideline, not dressed. Glock 40, you gotta love him. A-Chan, what I was saying? So Sanders got rough on the extra point, and they almost blocked it, but that's why he got rough. So Dolphins go up 17-6 unless they take points off the board and try to go for 2, which I seriously doubt. But yeah, 17-6. How you feeling, Kadeem?
Listen, I will take the luck which saw the Rams basically knock themselves out of field goal range, and the Dolphins obviously capitalized on that. You found a way to drive down the field, be it a half field basically, and score a touchdown. Keep your foot on their neck, get a stop, score another touchdown. Like, do not let the Rams back into this game. If you can make this a 24-6 game, I would feel a lot more comfortable. You're on mute.
Nah, man. The person that I'm playing in fantasy football had to call me and tell me how A-Chang didn't get the touchdown, but Jonnu Smith came down to the 1. It's getting crazy right now in this fantasy, but I feel you 100%, Kadeem. And now we have to do what we didn't do in the first half. We got the lead, and we let them get back in the game. It is 17-6, and we have momentum again. Don't let them get back in the game. That we just blew it. You know what I'm saying? We got to get it back, bro. No turnovers. Let's get a turnover, a takeaway. Let's get a takeaway, and walk away with a W, bro. We gotta put this one away.
Yeah, it's one of them ones. It's not a short week. We're heading into a short week, or a shorter week. You want to listen. Come out of a win. Come out with no injuries. The first or the second bit, Kendall Fuller's gone down. Rob Jones has gone down. Just come back to Miami with the W. I will say this. Any UK fans listening, be it live or on your aftermath, Hippodrome Casino on Sunday, the Dolphins UK fan club are having a watch party at Hippodrome Casino on Sunday. I will be there. I have to be there. I could not be there. So if you are from the UK or if you're in the US and you're traveling down to London this weekend for whatever reason, a Dolphins UK watch party at the Hippodrome Casino, be there, or as the kids say, be square.
Bro, last thing you want is Matt Stafford with 5 minutes left in the game in a one score game. You know what I'm saying? Or 3 minutes and the ball in a 1 score game. Or 1 minute and the ball in a 1 score game. You don't want Matt Stafford in a close game, playing against Matt Stafford in a close game. You just don't want it as Dolphins kick the ball out. Ball lands in the landing zone. Got to return. Oh, he's getting jiggy. Ends up on the 26-yard line. So you don't want Matt Stafford in a close game. Shout out to the graphics team, upgrading graphics. This is incredible. Shout out to everybody who rock with us, man. Shout out to everybody who makes the show tick, by the way.
Cap for Life says shout out to Solo D. Gunner's boss said, "Oh yeah, I'll change it." Like, listen, they are onto me. Like, listen again. It's an internet issue. Like the graphics are coming in thick and fast. My internet is still playing catch up. As the TV is highlighting. Listen, Chop Robinson has had himself a game. And again, it's only one sack, but people need to see more from Sean Robinson.
As the Rams play action and Stafford turns around with pressure in his face off that left side of the line and had to get rid of it. And next thing you know, Ramsey, Chop Robinson back there, Farrell back there. Like, this is what we needed to see. Ramsey actually touched the ball on the way by. 2nd and 10, Stafford back to pass. Cooper Kupp gets a 5-yard dump off. Bro, this is where you want the Dolphins to be, bro. 3rd and 5, keeping the pressure, as Cap for Life says. Exactly, Charlie. Exactly, Cap for Life.
100%. And yeah, Cap was just saying that I think the broadcast played 2 at a time by Solo D, which is, yeah, shout out to Solo D. I see him on social media. That's a great look for him. Yeah, listen. Yeah, let's get the ball back, drive down the field, score a touchdown. Obviously, I'm not going to go to bed early because watch party, live reaction, Dolphins v Rams on DraftKings. But yeah, you know, it is what it is.
3rd and 5, Stafford drops back, one-handed, left-handed catch by Cooper Kupp. Gives me like vibes of the Super Bowl that they won from Stafford to Cooper Kupp. Left-handed, brought it in. 20K cam. There's nothing you could have did about that, bro.
Yeah, just watching the replay now. And yeah. Hey, listen, it's Cooper Kupp on 20K cam. Or 20K cam on Cooper Kupp. Like, one of the most difficult assignments he's going to get in the NFL, but he was there, you know, just it's Cooper Kupp is what it is. Like,
Kyron Williams in the pistol, Kyron Williams in the pistol, play action, deep pass down the right sideline of Puka Nacua, incomplete. Jalen Ramsey looking and leaning. Puka didn't have a chance.
Yeah. In a nice way, like, again, if the Rams want to take the time and drive down the field, by all means do it. Obviously, I want turnovers from the Dolphins. As I'm watching the Stafford replay, deep pass, and yeah, Ramsey was there the entire time.
Bro,
Jordan Poyer was kind of there as well.
When you're a corner and you look and lean, it is foolproof, bro. When you're able to look up and just lean against the receiver, that's how you know you're going to be good. You can make a play on the ball, you can bat it down, receiver doesn't have a chance. Stafford dumps off to Van Jefferson. Van Jefferson was someone else. That's Johnson. Where did Van Jefferson go? Pittsburgh? Can't remember. But Johnson gets the first down. Dolphins cannot get off the field.
No, they cannot. As I'm using the wrong. Van Jefferson is with the first down. Yeah, Steelers, Pittsburgh Steelers.
I thought it was with Pittsburgh. If you would ask me, I would have thought Pittsburgh, but
yeah.
1st and 10. Rams on the plus 42. Give it to Kyron. Kyron gets 4 yards. Easy. Nice little 4-yard gain for Kyron. Not so nice little 4-yard. We got to get off the field, bro. We just got to get off the field. 2nd and 5. Rams driving. We had momentum. Yeah, we're up 17-6. But it's like the Rams could do this when they want, it feels like, bro. I mean, this is what a game is, bro. It's going back and forth.
Oh yeah, of course. And again, the Rams will probably feel aggrieved that they done this to open the 3rd quarter and left with 0 points. So yeah, they're probably saying, "Hey, we're gonna get our lick back. We're gonna do what we were doing before. This time it's gonna end in points." The Dolphins defense, yeah, they need to find a way to get a stop, get off the field. You know, leave it. Give the Dolphins offense as much of a gap as possible when they get the ball back.
Puka Nacua with another catch and run. Rams not laying down, Kadeem.
Dolphins don't really play the flats too well. Notice that quite a lot. Am I still with you, Charlie?
Yeah. 1st and 10. Rams on the Dolphins 21. Handed off to Kyron Williams. Everybody knew it was coming. Kyron Williams gets another good 5-yard gain.
Oh, what does that do for my fantasy team? Because he's having himself a bit of a game at the moment. And
hey, what's the score of your game?
I am still down 7 points. Tyreek Hill has 10.4 points, but Calvin Williams has 9.4. So unless Tyreek Hill goes off, then yeah, it's a loss for me. I have a 99% win probability. Sorry, I have a 1% win probability at this rate.
Yeah, and Kyron's still going off too. They're probably going to get this ball to Kyron too. 2nd and 5, hand off to Kyron, TFL. Shout out to Hand. Shout out to, couldn't see who else was in on that tackle, but Hand made that stop. 3rd and it's going to be 6. Rams can still kick this field goal, make it a what's that, an 8-point game, 1-score game?
Yeah, and yeah, like the nothing. The Dolphins haven't shown you anything with the ball to make you say, "Hey, we're not going to take the field goal if given the opportunity to." So yeah.
3rd and 7, got to get off the field. Let's go, defense, get off the field. Shotgun for Stafford. Will be nice if we got a bad snap. Kyron Williams right next to him. What we got? Stafford drops back. Lot of pressure. A host of Dolphins, including friend of the podcast, Javon Holland, in on the sack.
Love to see that. Gunner's boss asked, "Have you heard the Puka Nakua song by Greg? Is it Kote or Kute?" I don't think we have. And then Rob Ashton says, "What I was worried about, the Rams have changed. D doesn't seem able to adapt, but then they get the sack." And yeah,
Chop Robinson, friend of the podcast, Javon Holland, in on the sack, bro. Puts this thing. I don't know where they ended up, but this is gonna be a long field goal again if the Rams want to make the attempt. Ends the 3rd quarter. Y'all know what time it is.
so it puts it on, looks like the 42-yard line, I think it was. Either 32 or 42. But yeah. No, listen.
Going into the 4th quarter, 17-6. Yeah, man. That's how you bro. That's all I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, can we get some pressure dialed up? It's like we just let teams do what they want to do to us. You know what I'm saying? We got pressure dialed up, and look what happened.
I do think this is maybe because of who we have available at defensive end and stuff. As I try and talk through a long, deep breath there. The defense is kind of like a lot of bend, don't break. Like they kind of pressure you early, or like back when you have the ball around your 10, around your 20. Basically in between the 20s, it's a lot of, off coverage. But once you kind of get into field goal range and like the pressure starts to get on, that's when they start sending the pressure. And I guess it kind of worked there. I'd rather kind of see it way back down the other end of the field, because you might get a fumble, or it is what it is. But maybe it's a case of there's no Phillips, you're not coming back this year. Haven't got Fender Podcast Chubb back yet. And you are seeing Quinton Bell, Chop Robinson. So who knows?
Worked perfectly, bro. Like, you're not gonna kick this field goal. You're not gonna kick a 60-yard field goal.
As I'm waiting on the graphic to, there we go. Listen, as I say that, it arrives. Shout out to the graphics. Come on, internet, do not fail me. Another half an hour. Give me another half an hour. We can do this. As I get new internet tomorrow. Oh, I say tomorrow. Charlie, what time do you have at the moment?
10:19 Eastern Standard Time.
I have 3:19 a.m. Like it's crazy.
Shout out to the international Miami Dolphin fans. This is Go Time Dolphins, the Miami Dolphins podcast that goes not only across the pond, but across the world. I'm your host, Charlie Touché, and I got my co-host Kadeem Simmonds with me. It's always for the fans and by the fans. Your favorite podcast, and official affiliates of Fanatics, where you could be a fanatic of your favorite franchise, as we're here on the DraftKings network, and the Rams about to line up for a 53-yard field goal. So they were on, I thought they would push back a little bit further than that. So this is going to be 53. He missed from 57. Let's see if he got it in him. He's back there a long time. I don't think he's going to make this one. Oh, he got it, Kadeem. Bro.
Yeah,
I didn't like it. Yo, when you back there too long, kickers to start to get in their head. They got a routine. They want to come in. They want to set up, make a couple moves, sit back, and then set for the snap. he was back there a long time, and that ball did look a little funny. Came out the foot funny too, bro. That had a chance to be disastrous.
Yeah, that looked like how I would kick a field goal from 20 yards, let alone 53 yards, whatever it was. As I wait for the new graphic to come over. So yeah, 14-55, Dolphins up 8. Just again, mistake-free football from both sides. Oh no,
Bro,
not from both, from all three phases.
hold on.
Mistake-free football from
what did you say? 14:55.
as in 14 minutes, 55 seconds left of the third or the last quarter. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I thought I was some London code for something, but I didn't know what you was doing, bro.
No, not at all. As yeah, my internet is 100% going through it, so I'll keep on saying that until it's not.
So Dolphins up 8, fourth quarter. We get the ball back, touchback. What do we need to see here, Kadeem?
Again,
as we lose Kadeem, but we ready for this. You feel me? So as we lose Kadeem, Dolphins up 8. I asked Kadeem what we need to see. I'll just tell you what I think we need to see. I think we need to see the Dolphins start the drive, lull the Rams to sleep, and then go over the top. Let me get this graphic right. Give me a second. Tua drops back to pass, batted down. How is that not pass interference? That's crazy to me. 1 second, y'all boys. There we go. So, yeah, second down, came out passing. I would have liked to drive a little bit. That's pass interference. Okay, we got the flag. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. I thought it was pass interference, but apparently it was unnecessary roughness. I didn't see the unnecessary roughness penalty where it was. But, yeah, man. Oh, here we go. So Brown headbutts Liam Eichenberg. Eichenberg goes down with the European flop, gets us 15 yards and a host of laundry flags. Shout out to Liam Eichenberg for arguably his best player as a Miami Dolphin. Puts us in great field position on the -45. Dolphins line up two running backs in the back. Jonnu Smith, one of them. Achane gets the fake. Jonnu Smith gets the screen or the dump off, gain of 2 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 8 from the 47-yard line ish. Gotta love it. If we could get some first downs. We could run some of this clock, get in field goal range potentially, or even a touchdown in this game. What they say? I ain't gonna say what they say. I was gonna say something, but nah, man, we could look real good. You just don't want Matt Stafford in a 1-score game. 2nd and 8, Tua lines up under center. This got to be a run to Achane. If Jalen Wright was in, we would know it would have been a run to Wright. Pitch to Achane. In between the tackles, Achane gets 6 strong yards. Hey, Achane, for someone who's about $180, like on the high side, Achane, he takes his hits in between the tackles. And some games it's like, oh, what are we doing? But you got to keep doing it, bro. He's an NFL running back. If you get the right blocking scheme, we'll be all right. Well, we got 3rd and 3. I don't know if you go for it on 4th and 3, but you're on the plus side of the 50, 3rd and 3. You like to convert here. Hopefully you don't get put in a fourth down situation. Tua about to pass. Achane on the angle route, Texas route. First down, Achane. Charlie Touché's championship Chuck team looking real good in fantasy football right now as Kadeem Simmonds comes back and forth. That's called an angle route. And depending on what side of the country you're on, that's called a Texas route that Achane just ran. It was there. Wide open in the middle. Perfect by Achane. Perfect placement by Tua. We get the first down. I imagine Jalen Wright's going to come on the field and we're going to run the ball. Hey, did you notice that Mostert ain't getting no touches? Lost that. He lost that privilege.
How am I sounding, Charlie?
First down, Tua almost throws a pick Why would Mike McDaniel come out on first down passing the ball? I don't know, but I needed that to be a run play because we're in good field position right now. Like, we got clock, we got momentum. I don't love that we threw it from the far hash. Well, ended up being the near hash. But man, that was a bad ball. Malik Washington couldn't do nothing about that. Tua's lucky he got away with that one.
I'm back. Hi.
I'm back. Mr. Magic City. $10, Kadeem. 10 pounds. 10 pounds if you could tell me what rapper that was.
I'm back, Magic City.
Dolphins can't get the playoff. Call another timeout. They acting like we don't need. Oh, McDaniel pointing at himself like, that was me. That was my fault. That was my fault. And you wonder how many times McDaniel's going to get away with not being able to get the play on the field. And shout out. All right, I'm not going to shout him out. But apparently, Kadeem, people that are not even Dolphin fans realize that Coach McDaniel can't get the plays in on time. And you would have thought it was Dolphin fans and, dang, bro, why are we struggling to get the play in? You know what I'm saying? Turns out other people realize it too. Like, how come Coach McDaniel can't get the plays in on time? And then they'll bring up the Buffalo game. Not even Dolphin fans bringing up the Buffalo game. They will actually bring up the Buffalo game like, yo, y'all had a playoff game and y'all coach kind of left you out there because he couldn't get the plays in on time. And here we go. 3 seasons later, Dolphins in the must-have game, in a must-have drive. Maybe it's not a must-have drive, but it was a like-to-have drive. And Coach McDaniel pointing at himself like, that was my bad. You would like to see them plays come in a little bit faster and not have to spend these timeouts like that.
Yeah, backlog management continues, as Gunner's boss says, and something needs to change. I don't know if it's a play calling thing, as in like he needs to hand over play calling, but like hopefully the timeouts don't, end up biting the Dolphins in the backside. But you waited 2 timeouts, and for what? Like, it's unnecessary.
2 timeouts wasted in the second half because the play did not come in on time. Now, I'll be real with you, Kadeem. It's not a you got to hand over play calling type of thing. You have to get better at getting the plays in on time. Here's why, Kadeem. This is a free throw. It's like an NBA player missing free throws, having a free throw problem. Yeah, you're dope. You're a dope athlete. You're a dope player in the NBA. You make all these shots, but you don't hit your free throws. This is what McDaniel's going through. Like, bro, you're dope. You're a dope play caller. Dolphins got one of the sexiest offense in the NFL, but you don't get the plays in on time. You got to work on your free throws. These are free throws, Kadeem. Just get the play in on time, and it's a good chance they're going to be successful.
Yeah. I guess if you score a touchdown here, you probably shouldn't need to use your timeout between now and the end of the game. But like it's that shouldn't be the case. The Rams have 3 timeouts and they're down 8. Dolphins are up 8 with 1 timeout left, with 8 minutes to go in the fourth. Probably more than that. Like
Dolphins on the Rams 38-yard line. Jalen Wright next to Tua. Tua in trouble. Gets sacked. Goes down. Backed it up to 50. 3rd and forever coming up.
Was that a pass play with Jalen Wright?
It was a pass play with Jalen Wright. Jalen Wright did not have to block. If you notice, there's this thought out in the public that may have come from this podcast that Jalen Wright is not good at pass protection. So instead of keeping him in at pass protection, they sent him out the block and the line collapsed. Thankfully, Tua held on to the ball, didn't do anything foolish with it, but we took a sack. Now it's 3rd and 20.
Yeah,
3rd and 20.
For me, and again, like Jalen Wright.
3rd and 20, 3-by-1, Tua in trouble, rolls out to his right, dumps off the Mercer. Mercer's going to get the first down. 25-yard game, flag on the play. Holding probably coming back.
Of course. You do all the right things to get the first down, and it's probably going to be a very dumb hold because the Rams.
Tua's pointing towards the Rams.
We'll see what it is as I'm watching the replay. I think it might be on Teron Armstead, depending on where they call it. Might is the key word.
Holding defense, penalties decline. McCullough was holding Jonnu Smith. Tua extended the play, something that everyone says they want to see Tua do. He does, extends the play, gets the holding call, dumps it off the Mostert, and we get away with a 25-yard gain.
Do you think if the Dolphins get the win, that's what it's going to be? The Dolphins, like, what did you say? Get away with one. Is this a get away with one game?
It is a get away with one game as we hand it off to A10 up the middle, gets tough 2 yards, 11 minutes left on the clock, a lot of football left. Dolphins got to walk away with a – you like to see the Dolphins get a touchdown right here, Kadeem. We cannot settle for a field goal, leaving the Rams around, hanging around, but you want to see the Dolphins get in the box here.
Oh, yeah, 100%. If we had a run game, I could really – like, if this run game could run out 5 minutes, then yeah, cool, fair enough. I'm not quite sure they can. And the way the Rams have the ability to just drive down the field like time doesn't exist, yes, you need to take as much clock as you can with this.
2nd and 8, Dolphins getting sexy. Tua with the no look behind the pitch backwards to Jalen Waddle. I don't love that right now. I really just need to get in the box.
So I just got the replay on now, and yeah, you don't really need to get cute.
Bro, especially with the turnovers and everything and one score game right now, bro. I need fundamental football. I need let's get in the box. And now it's 3rd and 9, 2-1, almost the delay of game. Tua gets a snap off, dumps it off to Waddle. He's not going to get enough to get the first. We're going to have to settle for a field goal. I do not like that sequence.
Yeah, listen, like the confidence you have to draw that play up on 2nd down, it looks great when you don't get positive yards and then you got to settle for the field goal because you didn't get positive yards on 2nd down. Not ideal, but that drive could have ended up a lot worse, and you kind of just could be grateful at this point that you are able to get the field goal.
Jason Sanders comes on for the 37-yard attempt as Kadeem exits the building. Let's see what Jason Sanders gives us. The kick is up. Kick is good. Dolphins go up 11 with 9 minutes left. Holding our breath still. This is just not what you want to see, bro. You wanted to see the Dolphins. You wanted to see the Dolphins get in the box there and just put the game away, have the defense pin back their ears, go sack after sack after sack. But that's not what happens, and we settle for 3. Good teams find a way to win close games, and bad teams find a way to lose. Dolphins lost 2 games in a row, 2 weeks in a row by walk-off field goals, and this is a recipe for that. Not putting teams away when you need to put them away. And we're about to see what happens. Let's see if this lead is enough. Can the defense pin back their ears? I don't know if that's enough to pin them back, but we got, if we could come up with a stop, we put our team in a real good situation right now. Y'all know what time it is. It's Go Time Dolphins, the Miami Dolphins podcast that goes not only across the pond, but across the world. I'm your boy, Charlie Touché. I got my co-host, Kadeem Simmonds, with me. It's always for the fans and by the fans. Your favorite podcast, and official affiliates of Fanatics, where you could be a fanatic of your favorite franchise here on Monday Night Football on the DraftKings network. Yo, I need y'all hit that like button, subscribe for me. I appreciate you. Kadeem appreciates you. Everyone at Go Time Dolphins appreciates you. Do us a favor, hit that like, please, and thank you. Kadeem, welcome back.
Charlie. I just need to get through this game, internet-wise. But yeah, listen, as I was saying before I was cut off, apologies for that. Thank you for sticking with us. Yeah, that no look behind the back pitch looks great, and it's a sign of confidence the team has in itself. But when you don't get the first down, when you have a loss of yards, and then you don't get, the first down after that. Yeah, people just keep it simple. Just run about in the middle. But yeah.
So there's a graphic up of Buffalo being 8-2 and the Dolphins being 2-6. This is not good, Kadeem.
No. And this was meant to be again a down year for the Buffalo Bills. It looks like they're going to once again cakewalk the AFC East. And I think, do you not be surprised if the AFC Championship is between them and the Ravens or them and the Chiefs? It's annoying. It's annoying that we keep on getting big brothered by Buffalo, but until we can improve ourselves, it is what it is.
What do we got to do to walk away with a victory this game, Kadeem? We're up 11, less than 9 minutes on the clock. This is like you like to see the Dolphins get a stop here.
Yeah, 100%. As Cap says, keep the pressure. That to me is the number one thing. Keep the pressure up. Again, if you're going to play bend but don't break defense, I'm not going to love it, but at the very least, make them take 6-7 minutes to drive down the field. At the very least.
That last play, Matt Stafford rolled out, found Cooper Kupp on a comeback route, gain of like 17-ish. Here come the Rams, already on the minus 49-yard line.
And yeah, like I said, that's the like the opposite of what I just said. You cannot allow them to drive down the field in 2 minutes, put your offense back on the field. Like that can't happen. But like Cooper Kupp was wide open. There was no pressure coming off the Dolphins' left end, and yeah, Cam Smith again on Cooper Kupp, not looking pretty so far.
Cam Smith, Kader Kohou's down. Looks like he's in pain. Training staff holding his leg, and Kader Kohou just visibly looks like he's in pain, and a couple players are taking a knee. You would hate to see Kader Kohou to go out right now. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Hopefully he can overcome whatever he got going on right now.
Yeah, 100%. Our prayers and thoughts with Kader Kohou, who doesn't look like it's good. This is the other thing for the Dolphins as well. I said it earlier. You want to come out of this game injury-free. We've lost Kendall Fuller. Looks like we've lost Rob Jones. Looks like we're about to lose Kader Kohou. Already lost Austin Jackson to IR. Yeah, that's just the last thing you want, especially when you're trying to get back into the playoffs and you're not that far behind. You need a healthy team and guys going down. Like, who's after Kader Kohou? Who's next man up? Is it like Syrian Nil?
Ethan Bonner. So
Ethan Bonner. No,
how about
I think he's inactive.
How about this, Kadeem? Kendall Fuller went down. Who knows how serious that injury is? Kader Kohou is down. If we're just going off the glance of what we just seen, it looks like a pretty bad injury. Former Miami Dolphin Xavier Howard
No, not shy, but no.
Former Miami Dolphin Xavier Howard just turned down a deal with the Bengals because they didn't want to give him what he asked for. Do you consider, everyone in the chat, bringing back Xavier Howard now that the Dolphins look like they might be going through some cornerback problems?
So Ethan Bonner is inactive today, as is Storm Duck. So I think you probably are looking at Syrian Nil as next man up for the Dolphins, which again, that's probably, you might see the Rams start to pick on that. Hopefully they don't. Gunner's boss says Tua getting injured has everything to do with the thin downward swing. Got to work on the offensive line for Tua protection or he will be a waste. LB says no way to Xavier Howard. Robert Ashton said no, Charlie, don't mention the X word, as Charlie looks a bit confused.
Yeah, I'm looking at this Kader Kohou injury. I'm not listening to the game, so I'm not sure what they're saying. But I'm not that injury might be pretty bad to Kader Kohou. Matt Stafford backs up the pass, finds Puka Nacua for like 15, 20 more yards, and here come the Rams with a depleted Dolphin secondary.
I think the positive on Nakoda, who might be it's an impact injury. He clashes knees with the Rams offensive lineman, so it could be that.
Okay,
it's not
bro. That would be way better.
Yeah,
that'd be way better. That could be a contusion. Here comes Ramsey off the edge, almost gets Stafford. Stafford finds Kupp, and Kupp is at the 10-yard line, and it's gonna be first and goal for the Rams at the 10-yard line. The Dolphins 10-yard line. 7:30 left on the clock. Cooper Kupp doing Cooper Kupp things, and Matt Stafford wanting this to be a one-score game so he could do Matt Stafford things. Stafford going quick over the middle, incomplete pass, trying to look for Cooper Kupp in the end zone. Would have ended my opponent's day in fantasy football, but would not have been good for the Dolphins.
Gunner's boss says bring back Xavier Howard.
Kader back on the field.
Perfect. So, LB, it looks like he watched his hamstring. Like, you don't
want to speculate. You don't want to speculate. But when you said it looked like a clash of knees, automatically I'm like, oh, that's great. Like, obviously, as great as it could be. Kader back on the field. Xavier Howard could stay home.
100%.
Second and goal from the 10-yard line. Stafford orchestrating the offense. Stafford back to pass. Looks for Johnson, finds Johnson. Looked like a lot of confusion on that play. Two receivers in the same spot at the same time. It's going to be third and goal from the Dolphins' 4-yard line. This is where you need to stop. You need to bow up. The Rams are going to go for it on fourth down, and you need to bow up right here, bro. You need the stop of all stops right here for your season. 2-6, Miami Dolphins for the season. Right here, you want a goal line stop. Turn the season around.
Yeah, like the Rams driving up their field in basically 2 minutes was the worst case scenario because I can't see the Dolphins, running the ball out, killing the game basically.
Stafford back to pass, throws it in the middle of the end zone. Closest person to it was friend of the podcast, Javon Holland, and we got a fourth and goal, and we got a decision to make. Looks like the Rams are going to kick the field goal.
A 2012 game. Do you know what? Like, regardless, you've got to get the ball back, and you probably bet on your defense to get the ball back relatively quickly as well, because the Dolphins aren't going to just run the ball down your throat.
And I think the Rams are thinking, we could move the ball on the Dolphins. So if it's a 2-score game, let's get one of the scores now and hope for a stop. We can move the ball on the Dolphins. We've seen the Dolphins lay down before and not put the game away. So hopefully it happens again. That's what the Rams are thinking. And I gotta believe the Rams were also thinking it would have been nice to get that touchdown on this drive because we're close enough. But here we go again, Kadeem. Dolphins in a 1-score game, and good teams find a way to win. And 100%. Here we go again. 3 seasons in a row. When I was on last season, Kadeem, or 3 weeks in a row, last season, Kadeem, when everyone was talking about, oh, you're not really good because you only won by X amount of points. Like, bro, how would you like to have won the last 2 games and be 6-2 right now? Well, we wouldn't be 6-2. What would we be? 6-4.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or 4-4.
Oh, we'll be 4-4 right now. Win your 5-4.
Right. 5-4. So that's what, bro, you got to find a way to win the close games. It's the NFL, bro. There's no league like the NFL when it comes to parity. You got to find a way to win this game, bro. And now you're up 8 with a chance once again to put the game away with your offense. I understand the defense gets paid too. If the Dolphins doesn't deliver, the offense don't deliver, you hope the defense pulls up and bows up for us. But nah, bro, go win it on offense right now and put the Bears to sleep. What the kids say? Just give me the fries.
Put the fries in the bag. Put the fries in the bag. Put the fries in the bag. And I guess if we're being super positive, regardless of what the Dolphins do next, the Rams have to get the ball again to win the game. If they score if the Dolphins do nothing, Rams score a touchdown, they go for 2, it's a tie game. So they can't go for 2 for win. So, and again, that's worst case scenario. But this is a key. Hey, for all the people that say, the offense needs to step up, blah blah. This is a key drive down the field. Even if you get 3 points, it's an 11-point game. That should be game done and dusted.
I ain't gonna lie, Kadeem. That Titans game gives me flashbacks.
100%.
This feels like last year's Titans game. You feel me? And now you got a chance. How you win matters. How you lose matters. You know what I'm saying? You mess around and blow this one, like, bro, it doesn't feel good. Even if they come back, score, and take it to overtime and you win. It's how you win, bro. Like, that does not feel good. You feel me? Like, you want to go out. You want to be like, yo, we know we could do this. We're up 8. We put the game away. Charlie Touché said we was going to score 27 points. Let's go score 27 points.
100%. And listen, everyone is not everyone's a winner, but over here on DraftKings today, go time Dolphins, both brands are winning. So let's drop that DraftKings jingle. Shout out to Gunner's boss. LB says coach has to get the plays in on time and also not be one-dimensional. Hey, I can't lie. If you want to run the ball, and listen, you talk about basically holding players to account. You've seen David Long Jr. bench for Anthony Walker, and you've seen Raheem Mostert today basically not get anything. Would you be tempted to bring in Raheem Mostert to kill this game?
As you say, kill the game and run the ball. Jalen Rice back there, he gets the touch, he gets the carry, he gets a snap, he gets the carry. And the more I think of it, there's speculation Jalen Wright can't pass block. So you're either going to send him out on passes, you're either going to pass on the ball, or you're going to hand it off to him, but you're not going to have him pass block. That's crazy. That's a thing, bro. That's a liability back there. And now you got to call plays a little bit different if your running back can't block. Jalen Wright stays on the field, 2nd and 5. Raheem Mostert and Devon Achane on the sideline watching. 2nd and 5, Tua under center. Waddle in motion. Jalen Wright gets the touch. Ooh, TFL -2, maybe even 3 yards. First touch was 4 yards behind the scrimmage. That right side of the line did not deliver.
Yeah, and it's.
By the way, Kendall Lum is on at right tackle right now. Not sure when they made that switch.
I didn't notice that either. So, yeah, not good.
Kendall Lum is in that right tackle. Did Patrick Paul get that start? I know we talked about it, and I thought for sure we seen him on the field over there.
He was, yeah.
Kendall Lum is on, and I remember Kendall Lum was like on the left side. Like I thought Kendall Lum was playing left guard, maybe. 2 on the run, extends the play, finds OBJ, first down. And that's another Miami Dolphins. First down.
That's also Kadeem not updating the graphic. See, this is where I'm fully locked in on the game, not paying attention. Guys, I apologize. That is 100% on me. Bear with me 2 secs to get this up as Charlie talks us through the Dolphins' offensive drive.
Hey, OBJ still got hands. I think he dropped one last week, but he still got hands. And I know it doesn't feel like he's really going to be a contributor or contributing, but as this win streak starts to begin, watch OBJ become a thing. Tua back to pass. You would have liked to see him run. Tua throws it, completes to Malik Washington. Who else I said was going to be a thing? I'm like, yo, Malik Washington and OBJ about to be a thing. And if you got Tyreek Hill and Waddle in fantasy football, I would trade them ASAP because the Dolphins are trying to win games right now. They're not trying to worry about your fantasy football team. This ball is going to get spread out a lot. It's going to be 8 different receiving receptions from 8 different guys. Receptions from 8 different guys moving forward on this offense. You're going to have motion catch passes, Achane catching passes, Hill, Waddle, OBJ, Washington. Another snap from shotgun. This got to be a handoff to Mostert. Achane gets the handoff, 6-yard gain. That's what you like to see. 3:30 left. Let's start running this ball. I don't want to see the ball go in the air anymore. Not even lying to you. 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. 3:15 left. Rams have 3 timeouts. They got to hold them. They got to save them. And then they got to start burning them if you get enough timeouts. If you get enough first downs.
Yeah, and no, funny as well. I'm sitting here going, yeah, 20. You're up 8 points. Your fingers crossed. You take it down to 2 minute warning. That should be a dub. And then you said, yeah, the Titans game. Gunner's boss said Waddle Beckham Hill is a great free piece. We need to start winning games. Yeah, you do. But again, this is Waddle Beckham and Hill will not mind not touching the ball again for the rest of the game if the Dolphins come out of here with a dub. Charlie, what you got for me?
Third down, A-Chain got stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. Rams call their first timeout. And here is where you think you have to leave this field with 3 points. You cannot take a sack. You cannot afford a turnover. You cannot do anything but score points on this drive if you want to win this game. And that's where we're at, Kadeem.
Sorry, I was watching the game. Charlie, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3rd and 6. This is it. 3rd and 6. On the 34. Dolphins in shotgun. Tyreek does a motion, gets a screen pass. Ooh, doesn't get enough for the first down. It's gonna be 4th and 3 on the 31-yard line. This should be an easy field goal for Jason Sanders. You would have liked to see us convert on that. We did not convert on that. Jason Sanders can say it with his chest and be back. Maybe he doesn't earn a number. He still got a K on his jersey. But maybe Jason Sanders wants to be a part of this team and says, you know what? My bad, y'all boys. The past couple games, I've been tripping. But I hit twice tonight, and I'm about to hit the 3rd time, and we're going to put this one away. 3rd time's a charm for 50. You know you like Jason Sanders from 50 plus. Maybe not lately, but he's about to get back on the right side of things. Snap, the hold, the kick. Pushed it to the right. Snuck it in. Dolphins go back up 11. Dolphins up 11. 2 minutes, 38 seconds in the game. Rams only have 1 timeout. Dolphins back in the building. Boy, like that one right there snuck inside the upright, and you just heard me with a sigh of relief. Look at Nat Moore, look at Dan Marino, look at Mike McDaniel. Man, everybody like, we needed that. Tua with the fist pump, like, hey, we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. Kadeem back with us. Bow, 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 bow. I might have to get that as a ringtone.
To be fair, it's pretty dope as well. I don't even know at this point.
Dang, bro. So Jason Sanders delivered, Kadeem?
Yeah, and I think, again, if it wasn't for the Titans game, we'd be sitting here going, that game, like, it is what it is. But the Rams just showed us as well, they can drive down the field in like a minute or so. So, yes, they've got 1 timeout left. They've also got a 2-minute warning. Dolphins defense, don't wet the bed. It's that simple.
Yeah, I think, yeah. So, hopefully all of this is just for fantasy purposes now. Maybe you get a whole bunch of garbage time dump offs. What you cannot do is give up a touchdown before the 2-minute warning. I know that damn much.
Yeah, 100%. Although, I guess, again, I'll play worst case scenario. You give up a touchdown before the 2-minute warning. You need what, 2 first downs to win the game?
No, because you got 2 timeouts. If that was the case, because you have the 2-minute warning and another timeout, then Rams running around in the backfield. Ooh, that was close to being a late hit or unnecessary roughness. Alba got away with one. At least it looked like it. Kind of close, but maybe not egregious. But that's football right there.
We'll take it. It's a bang bang play. It's a bang bang play. Let me
12 on
update
the
the
clock,
scoreboard.
3rd and 1. Dolphins got a chance to be a nuisance to the Rams. Rams get the first down. Kyron Williams with a 1-yard run.
That's my fantasy game done. That is my fantasy game done. But I will take a fantasy.
Hold on. 2:06 on the clock. Rams get a holding penalty from Steve Avila. Now it's going to be 3rd and 11. Dolphins defense could come up big and don't even let them get the first down, and we could start taking knees on offense. Shout out to Zach Sealer with the visor coming through being a problem. 3rd and 10, a super long 10. Stafford in shotgun. What are you going to do here? Kyron Williams stays the block, finds a tight end in the middle with a 14-yard gain. Rams aren't going away. 2-minute warning.
Yeah, but I'm quietly confident that this is the dub for the Dolphins. Like, if you lose from here, you aren't meant to win any more games this season. Put it that way.
If you lose this game, Kadeem, Panic Meter Monday takes on a whole new thing on a Monday.
The panic meter's been destroyed. Like, it's blowing up.
The meter breaks on the Monday.
Yeah. So we have Cap says, good win, good fight tonight from Tua. The win hasn't been secured yet. Cap for Life said, Jekyll and Hyde, I can do without, but this was a must win by any means. Gunner's boss says, hold him, back him up. Cap for Life says, the visor, bro. Gunner's boss, I'm going to do the English accent. Bloody awful defending, mate. Bloody awful defending.
And that's a pretty good accent, bro. How long did it take to work on that?
I'm really bad at accents, so that took me 25 years. Sorry, 35 years. That legit took me 25 years to get that right. And then Cap for Life said this game goes. Quick one, Charlie. Mike Tyson v whatever Paul, but Jason Paul, whatever his name is.
Jake Paul.
Yeah. Like, surely it's an easy dub for Mike Tyson, but they'll kind of like elongate it 6 rounds and then he'll take a knee and go.
Nah. Jake Paul is going to win.
You think so?
Bro, Mike Tyson is like as old as my mom, bro.
I still reckon Tyson has knockout power, even at this stage.
He don't have reflexes at this age. He's gonna get hit, bro. This is gonna be bad, bro. Like, we're gonna see the end of Mike. No one wants to see Mike Tyson go out like the way he's about to go out, bro. Like, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be, oh no, bro. This was a bad idea. Hey, that's what it's gonna be.
Hey, DraftKings, if you want like a boxing, a little thing, go time boxing. I'm just saying, like, hey, we're doing a great job so far. Do you know what, Charlie? We'll do it again. Hit that jingle.
I can get used to that.
So can I. I was just gonna say, listen, I'm gonna miss it. Like, I might say, hey, even when we're not on the DraftKings network, can we still drop that? Listen, before we get out of here, before the game ends, a genuine shout out to DraftKings for this opportunity. Like, it's crazy to think that we started this 5 years ago. On it might have been on like whatever app it was, whatever program it was, and now we're here 5 years later on the DraftKings network. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Yeah, Miami Dolphins still balling out. Zach Sealer gets a hand on the ball. 2nd and 10, less than 2 minutes left. Miami up 11. It feels like the Dolphins are going to walk away, maybe even get away with a W, with a win this week. Things are on the up and up. We got the Raiders next week. I think Tua's going to home back in, and you might want to go to DraftKings and actually take the Dolphins money line for sure, but we might have to take those points too. Puka Nacua secures another pass. But I second what Kadeem just said. I appreciate everybody at DraftKings for giving us this opportunity, even in the lead up, even how professional everyone was in the emails and everything. With everything that's going on, thank you from Go Time Dolphins and everybody at Go Time Dolphins. We appreciate you, DraftKings, for sure. The crown
100%. 100%. It's 4 a.m. here. The game still has some time to go, but we're doing bonus time, right, Charlie? Bonus time reaction.
It would not be GTD without bonus time.
Just making sure, again, so you're watching that pass from Matt Stafford. Charlie, what's your nervous meter right now?
As far as this game or for the season?
For this game.
2.
I'm at a 5. Again,
bro.
Only because that Titans game. Only because that Titans game.
It's a minute and a half. The Rams are on the Dolphins 25. It's 2nd and 10. Rams have 1 timeout. They'll have to get an onside kick. They just got down to our 14. They'll have to get an onside kick. Something that's not a thing no more. And then they'll have to take this into overtime, Kadeem. And you got to get a 2-point conversion. You are tripping, Holmes. Here comes Kyron Williams with a handoff to put Kadeem away, fantasy game away.
That fantasy game went ages ago. But again, I said I'll take it.
It's less than a minute. It's less than a minute. They're going to need to get in the box ASAP. Or they're going to have to kick this field goal before the time elapses. Stafford goes back, throws it up, looking for, he has somebody. That was holding. Kohu got away with holding. He had Robinson in the end zone. Glad to see Kohu back there healthy after a knee clash that looked like it could have been season ending. But Kohu got away with a big hole. He hugged him. So something goes the Dolphins' way. I wish it was like a closer game so we could get one. We don't never get the close ones. But we're winning by 11 with 40 seconds left. We will get that one.
That's that GTD and DraftKings love that. Come here.
GTD and DraftKings.
Thinking. But yeah. If you're new here, we do bonus time. The outro video will play. We haven't gone nowhere. Stick with us. We'll talk about our reactions. And I guess while we're here as well, Charlie, when are we going live next? Would it be back end of the week?
Wednesday. We're going live Wednesday.
That's a quick turnaround. That's tomorrow for me.
You do that, because it is. Nah, that's what it is, Kadeem. This is a midweek episode. We still got a game Sunday. It's a short week for the Dolphins. It's a short week for Go Time Dolphins.
So tonight because it's Tuesday for me. Tonight, I'm going to bed at 8 p.m. I'm getting 12 hours sleep. I'm not messing around. I'm watching Matt Stafford again. This just replays at this point. On Matt Stafford, drop back, Dolphins, decent coverage, no one really open. Ramsey on Puka Nacua.
The Rams do not get in, opt to go for the field goal. Dolphins are up 8, 39 seconds left. Rams need a desperation onside kick that you have to declare for. I like the Dolphins' chances here. Even if the Dolphins blow it right now and surrender an onside kick, the Rams got to Matt Stafford this thing up and score in 35 seconds, which is possible. But they also get a 2-point conversion, which is also possible. I love Matt Stafford. I would not love him tonight if he does that on my Dolphins.
It's like you said, it's the fact that it's possible. If it wasn't possible, then it don't matter. It's the fact that while there's a hope, we saw last year with the Titans, while there's a hope, while there's time on the clock and you've got the ball, you just never know. But no, this should be a Dolphins win.
Here comes the onside kick, and I would love not to be those guys on a live stream where the internet finds it and plays it on repeat because their team came back on in 30 seconds. Dolphins get the onside kick. Dolphins win this game for all intents and purposes.
I said to 5-yard Lee, I don't want the Dolphins to find a way to lose the game embarrassingly, and then I'm smashing my PlayStation, and it goes viral. So this video and clip has 1 million views, and hey, we look good, but we ain't come back to DraftKings. Charlie, what's your favorite formation in football?
I like empty backfield. Let's go 5 wide. Oh, victory formation? My bad.
Charlie, that was a layup. Charlie, that was a layup.
That was a hand. Hey, I fumbled the hand off, bro. Hey, you handed that one off to me. I fumbled it, bro. My bad, Holmes.
And even that catch from Duke Riley wasn't that secure, you know. Like that, get him off hands team. Get him off hands team. I don't see Duke Riley on hands team again. Like, Gunners boss, Fins are covered. Game, set, and match. What's your favorite formation in football? This guy says empty.
Hey, it's victory formation, bro. Victory formation. The Miami Dolphins win. 23-15?
23-15.
Miami Dolphins win 23-15. We had a blast here on our first live cast for Go Time Dolphins and the DraftKings collab, bro. Shout out to everyone who came by. Shout out to the Dan Lebatard show, to the Lebatard show. Shout out to DraftKings. Shout out to Fanatics. Shout out to Fantasy Game Day. I just won my fantasy week. You feel me? And it is the only DFS platform in the UK, Kadeem. Hey, GTDFF, by the way, we on Fantasy Game Day on the Fantasy Game Day app.
So a few more comments before we head into bonus time. Gunner's boss says, on your knees, Fins win. That's a crazy comment. LB says, Dolphins managed to not allow the Rams to score a touchdown. Yeah.
Yep.
It's fair play. Fair play. And then Robert Ashton says, don't worry, Kadeem. I knew where you were going. Charlie, let's get into bonus time.
Y'all know what time it is. Stay positive. Test negative. For Kadeem Simmonds, I'm Charlie Touché. Thank you for tuning in this time. Make sure you catch us next time on Go Time. Already.
Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. I ain't wasting no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's show time. Cause it's your time. Lay it on the line when it's go time. Don't waste no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. I ain't wasting no time.
So Dolphins, as we update our graphics, shout out to the graphics guy, got that over straight away. Final score, Miami Dolphins 23, LA Rams 15. As LB pointed out, the Dolphins did not allow the Rams to score a touchdown. Gunner Boss said, good hang blokes. It's the Dan Lebatard show with Stu Gotts. Thank you very much. Joe Levesque says we won on all three phases. We did, and yet the offense was also quite sloppy. I think in a perfect world, you don't get those costly turnovers. But listen, the Dolphins did what it needs to do. The defense 100% did what it needed to do. And I guess you can, you make the valid point. You can point to when the Dolphins, when it's the victory visor has made its return. For the first time this season, the victory visor is here. Charlie, it feels so good to see that.
The victory visor is in the building. Listen, man. Hey, we back and we better than ever. Kadeem trying to put on his helmet. You don't see this guy. Look at this guy. Oh, hey, you got to get the foam inside that helmet, Kadeem, so it sits right.
I can't hear you, but the victory helmet's here as well. And the helmet don't fit. Like, this is, how do you do this?
Bro, it don't have padding in it. That's why it doesn't fit.
Ow.
Listen. The victory visor, for the first time this season, has made an episode. Me and Kadeem went to week 1 together and we won. The victory visor wasn't there at week 1. And then the second victory, can't remember what really happened, why the victory visor didn't make an appearance. But this is only our 3rd win, Kadeem, and we're on the way to week 10, bro. That's not good.
It's not. I keep on saying there's, genuine circumstances as to why the Dolphins only have 3 wins. But next man up, other teams find a way to win with the backup quarterbacks. The Dolphins didn't, and it cost them. It's why the Dolphins are 3-7 and not, 5-4. But listen, and it's weird. There'll be some Dolphins fans who will be annoyed that the Dolphins won today because they would have wanted a better draft pick. But while you still have a chance to make the playoffs, then you keep going. And yes, it will be very same old Dolphins to make the playoffs, sneak into the wild card, and then get blown out by whoever they face. But in order to win the Super Bowl, you have to make the playoffs. So listen, like having a top 5 draft pick doesn't mean anything to the Dolphins. There will be fans out there that'll be like, hey, they messed up the Tua pick, they messed up the Waddle pick. Like, just get wins and see what happens at the end of the season, starting with the win over the Rams.
Bro, I would have loved to have them last 2 wins that were walk-off field goals against us. You barely lose those games. You win those games, bro. You're on a 3-game win streak, bro. 3-game win streak. Instead, we got one. You got to start the streak somewhere. And all of a sudden, you got the Raiders coming up. You can't blow it against the Raiders, bro. Who you got after the Raiders? Patriots. Tua never lost against the Patriots. Then we got the Packers, which is a real game. Then you got the Paper Planes, which is a bye week. Dog, like, we could do something here. We could go on a little run.
100%. And it helps that the 7th seed looks buns right now. So, yeah, listen, the Dolphins had to win today. None of this, lose to try and get no, it doesn't matter. What do you make? Oh, but before we get into the game review, one more time, or probably a few more times, but let's drop it again. This is the DraftKings Network full-time review, if that makes sense. Charlie, what did you make of the game?
You said that like this is soccer, Kadeem, full time. I didn't even it didn't even register what you were trying to say. I'm like, what is he saying?
Okay, final, like end result. Like, what's the American term? Oh, game recap.
Game recap, final game. Yeah, whatever.
What you got for us for the game recap, Charlie?
Nah, man, I got Tua needing to clean up his ball security, bro. This could have been a game we gave away because of turnovers that didn't necessarily have to happen. Throwing across his body, loose with the ball in the pocket. It was just sloppy, bro. We got away with some stuff. And Kadeem, I'm always on the defense, bro. Like how I say, yo, like, you stop bailing out the defense. Stop saying the defense XYZ. The defense did it this time. Didn't give up a touchdown. Offense didn't play all 4 quarters, and the defense like bailed us out. So as much as I was up against the defense, sometimes they did it this time.
Yeah, definitely. You can hear me okay, right?
Yep.
Special teams done his job as well. Shout out to Jason Sanders. Yeah, the offense, and I think again, if there's a positive to take from not just today, but the last 3 weeks, but I'll stick and focus on today. You haven't played a complete game of football, but you found a way to win. You've gone from a bad team finding a way to lose to a good team finding a way to win. So you got the win. Like you said, the Dolphins defense didn't give up a touchdown, even on the back of turnovers. They held the Rams, done what they needed to do. And yeah, you can take that going forward. The COVID injury, he came back, so that's a good thing. Hopefully, the Rob Jones injury isn't too bad. Hopefully, Patrick Paul's okay, and it's a matter of, hey, you were going to be in a snap count today. Because the opening drive, when we did see him, he looked good. Todd Washington,
Malik
Washington had himself a nice game. Chop Robinson had himself a nice game. Zach Sealer, listen, defense well done. I guess due to the time, we won't do our game balls over on Patreon. We'll save that for Wednesday, if that's okay with you, Charlie. But no, listen, we are 1-0 for primetime DraftKings Network games. So next Dolphins primetime game, let's get back on DraftKings Network and make it 2-0.
You know what, DraftKings? We're undefeated. Go Time Dolphins and DraftKings are undefeated. This is the relationship that we need to see flourish. I like being undefeated. What about you, Kadeem?
Oh, I love it. 100%. Like, just find a way to win. Gunner's boss said we need a Vita Vea type lineman who can just come in and F to play up on defense and someone to protect Tua's blind side. Again, hopefully the Austin Jackson injury isn't season ending. But hey, you started the game without your starting right tackle, and the pressure that came wasn't necessarily from, Kendall Lam or Patrick Paul. Something that came from Tua just holding the ball for too long. But yeah, if we're going to find a negative, it was Tua's play, but you found a win. You, on the road, got the dub, and to me, that's all that matters. As Cap says, a prime time win.
What time is it in London right now? Where you at, Kadeem?
It is 4:16 a.m. in the morning. Let me just quickly, if you can see it as well. Go away. Passcode, go away. That's my passcode, which is annoying. Yeah, there you go. 4:16 a.m.
Kadeem with the watch, boy, with the aqua and orange. Boy, you doing it. I ain't gonna lie, you doing it right now, Kadeem. You just did that, bro. You snuck it in there, but you did that, boy. Hey, look. It's late in London. My dog Kadeem got to check out. But before we go, Kadeem, what's the Dolphins' record?
3-7.
3-6?
3-6. 3-6. Apologies, yeah.
The Dolphins' record is 3-6 right now. The 7th seed in the AFC is 5-5. I want to repeat that. The Dolphins' record is 3-6. The AFC wild card right now, 7th seed, is 5-5. That's the 7th. The 8th seed is 4-6. The 9th seed is 4-6. The Dolphins' 10th seed is 3-6. We're going to the playoffs, Kadeem. We're going to get on the horse. We're going to right the ship, and we're going to be a problem. Right the ship, catch the Broncos. The Chargers are 6-3. Who knows? We might be playing for a couple wild card spots up there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the Ravens take off, but 6 and 7 are flexible, and we're going to flex our way into the playoffs. It just started tonight.
Is that on me?
Yeah, that's
Still
on you.
Okay?
Nah,
Yeah.
We don't hear you. Oh, yeah, we hear you. My bad.
Okay.
Get us out of here, though. Get us out of here.
100%. One more time before we go. Shout out to DraftKings Network. And shout out to all the fans of Go Time Dolphins. Hopefully, we found some new ones along the way. One final time, drop a like on the video. Subscribe to either channel if you haven't already. Leave a comment, be it you're watching this live, watching it after the fact. And we shall see you on the next one. Primetime win, baby!